flyover, tanks, armored vehicles, and missiles mounted on trucks. CBS News correspondent Seth Doan watched the parade and listened to the speech of Kim Jong-un.
He spoke several times about the strength of the Korea's Workers' Party, but also took aim at the United States several times, at one point saying that North Korea stood ready to defend itself if ever provoked by America.
The celebrations marking the 70th anniversary of the creation of North Korea's ruling party. First Lady Michelle Obama christened a new submarine today in Groton, Connecticut.
I christened the Illinois. May God bless her and all that sail in her.
The fourth try with the ceremonial bottle of champagne was the charm. The Illinois is a $2.7 million sub. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump campaigning today in Norcross, Georgia, says he's having fun leading in all states, telling reporters.
I should be given credit because I'm number one in every poll and I've spent less than anybody else. That's like Charles O. Finley. He owned the Oakland A's. He had the lowest payroll in baseball and he won the World Series 3 times in a row. Remember Charles O? He was a wild man. But it's called talent.
Trump says he's shooting some ads, but might not run them unless he has to. There's new indication where the declared presidential candidates are getting their funds. According to the New York Times investigation, 158 families, along with the companies they own or control, contributed $176 million in the first phase of the campaign. This is CBS News.
I spend my days helping others. It's rewarding, just not always financially. So I got TIAA-CREF. They were founded to help people like me meet our financial goals. They've got so many industry accolades, it's unreal. I like taking care of people. Sometimes that even includes myself.
Intelligent investing for the long term. Just what you'd expect from a company that's created to serve and built to perform. Visit TIAA.org. TIAA-CREF Individual Institutional Services, LLC. This testimonial is an act of portrayal. Investing involves risk. Individual results will vary.
Jared the Galleria of Jewelry presents Levion Chocolate Diamonds and Chocolate Cultured South Sea Pearls. Levion, unique, one-of-a-kind jewelry. From ancient royalty to today's red carpet, Levion is the only company on earth to make jewelry with chocolate diamonds, including exclusive designs you'll only find at Jared. And that's why he went to Jared. Find a Jared store or shop anytime at jared.com.
A Muslim man in India who has a smartphone had an answer to a quickie divorce. CBS's Larry Miller at the Foreign Desk in London says there's an app for that.
A 21-year-old newlywed in Kerala, India, was frantic when, just a month after the wedding, her husband suddenly vanished. He didn't answer his cell phone. Then she received a WhatsApp from him on her smartphone, but it wasn't good news. He said he didn't want her anymore and wrote, "I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you." Saying that 3 times under Islamic law gives a husband a very quick quickie divorce. India is one of the few countries where that's still legally enforceable, even by smartphone. Women's rights groups are angry. Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
A heart attack has killed former British Treasury Secretary Geoffrey Howe. He was a top figure in the Conservative Party for years. Prime Minister David Cameron calls Howe a quiet hero of the first Thatcher government. Geoffrey Howe was 88. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
Like us on Facebook. Love us on Twitter at KXNT. This is News Talk 840 AM. KXNT.
The proceeding is a paid program from the advertiser. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the show's participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio.
This is Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin and his guests any real estate questions. Call 733-KXNT. That's 733-5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, Linear Title and Closing, and Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM, KXNT.
Hey now,
baby.
Welcome to Real Estate Live, the longest running and best and original real estate show here in Las Vegas.
For sure.
Right, Mark?
Yes.
Your host today, Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans.
Yeah.
Your go-to mortgage professional. And what the heck is going on? I'm live in the studio with my crew.
Yes.
Got the whole band back together today.
Back again.
Got AT.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
The real estate guy. The voice of reason's in the house today.
Dennis Schultz.
Took
Big
a couple
D.
weeks off.
Hello, Vegas.
Welcome back.
Definitely needed.
Oh, who is that?
And little Poppy,
Little
everybody's
Poppy.
favorite little Poppy's in the house
Little
today.
Poppy's here.
Not sure what little Poppy's doing, but God bless him, he's here.
He's streaming live casting
here.
right now.
Oh,
like
we're
the-
streaming live.
What was that show with Half Baked where the dude's always on the couch?
Oh,
And then
the
it's-
roommate
yeah,
that
he's just always on the couch. And, then they're like, what are you doing here?
That's like little Poppy.
That's little Poppy's, the
He
dude
just-
on the couch.
He sits on the couch.
Yeah.
He's
We
got
don't really know why
Poppy
he's
does
here.
a lot more than just sit around.
Actually, little Poppy puts us on YouTube, I think, something like that. Films us. What? How do they find us? Little
It's a realestatelive.vegas.
realestatelive.vegas. God bless us. All right. And if you want to reach us in the studio, we'd love to hear from you guys. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. That's the number in the studio. And we always give away something to the best caller. Today, we're giving away. What are we giving away, Aaron?
I don't know.
I forgot.
You know, let's give $100
Uh-oh.
to Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
What do you think? No,
I like the Grape Street Cafe.
You want to give Grape Street our buddy John over there? What do you want to do?
We'll do that again in a couple weeks because we want him to call in.
Yeah.
Olive Garden? All
I
right.
think Olive Garden.
$100, Olive Garden.
Or
There it
how
is.
about Fleming's?
Ooh, I went there.
Let's do Fleming's.
Dennis
I kind of
could have went there with me
I
on
wasn't feeling
Thursday.
too good.
We're doing there. $100 at Fleming's.
$100.
Have a nice dinner there.
Gotta
That's a
buy
great
it.
spot.
2 shots of Macallan and a nice
Yeah,
steak.
exactly. That lasted about 10 minutes for me over there the other night.
That's what we're doing.
$100 to Fleming's Steakhouse. Great steakhouse is one in the town square.
Boca Park area?
And one in Boca Park, right?
I think it's just Boca Park,
So
West
for the
Charleston.
best
God
real
bless.
estate call.
All right.
Yeah, there's one in Town
Best
Center.
or mortgage call. Mortgage, real estate, whatever call.
733-KXNT. Again, whatever's on your mind, guys, give us a call. Or if you just want to reach us in the office today, had a lot of good callers call in the office last week, right, Schultz?
Yes, sir.
A lot of good mortgage tune-ups. I know a lot of people calling AA Ron, getting a CMA, thinking about selling, buying, renting, short selling, whatever it is. Here's the number in the office. We do have people standing by right now, waiting to take your calls and book those appointments. We would love to meet with you guys. 577-2600, 702-577-2600.
Don't be shy now. Give us a call.
I tell you
Dustin.
my
Let's hear
headset,
it.
these it's so freaking loud,
Well,
dude.
you wanted
it's
that
so
seat.
loud.
He wanted the
You want
captain
to sit in
and
the
he
Schultzenhammer
Look,
seat.
couldn't
They're
handle
not
it.
even on, and
You
I can
can't
hear.
work the technology, in
It's
your
a little
area.
technical over
It's
here.
probably
Well,
all I
wise not
need
to.
I'll
is
see if
someone to lower.
Mark can tinker with that on the break, but you're going to have to suck it
I-
up.
I
I'm
can
going to
adjust
suck
it.
it up till the break because it's like,
Didn't
wow.
say tinkle, did you?
Tinker.
Speaking of sucking up, rates are looking quite nice.
Looking pretty juicy.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people call in that we were talking over the last couple of weeks, and I'm like, Dennis, pull the trigger. Let's get this going. So
Ready to rock and roll,
yeah,
huh?
yeah,
Lock
we're-
and roll, I mean.
yeah,
Let's
lock
take a quick call,
and roll.
couple calls here, guys. David,
Good.
if I can get him on here. Boom! There you go.
Big
David,
D,
what's
what's
happening?
up,
Welcome to
dude?
Stay
How are you
Live.
guys?
We're good. How are you, man?
Good, good. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Well, who are you first? Where do you, David, come on.
My name is Dave Fast. I'm a local guy here in Las Vegas. I work for Fletcher Jones Mercedes. I'm a service
Oh.
advisor.
Oh, nice.
And
God, I love
property-
David.
Yeah, I've got a property in Vegas that Aaron Taylor helped me out with. Thank you, Aaron.
You're welcome.
And I've got a couple investment properties up in Seattle, and I did a 5-year interest-only loan on it. You know, when the market was when everybody was doing those type of loans,
Yep.
and
It's coming due.
it expired.
Okay, it already came
So
due,
I was-
I think.
And it currently now kind of bases on what the market value loan rate is, and I'm at like 2.75, which I think is pretty decent.
Yeah.
But every year it's going up a point. Should I maybe stay with that and kind of ride the market, or do you think maybe now? I know everybody's saying now is a good time to refinance and everything. I just want to get your guys' opinion on it.
Well, good question. We get this call quite a bit. We see these type of scenarios come in the office quite a bit.
Okay.
A lot of them are the 10-year interest-only loans where when they adjust on a 10-year, you really have to start making up for the principal, so the payment goes up tremendously. So a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
people
what I'm
come in
afraid of.
before that happens. knowing that their rate's going to go up a little bit. You can't tie it to the LIBOR anymore. It's going to be a fixed rate. But the bottom line is, David, if you want to keep these properties, and this is something you want to put in your portfolio, you need to get these in a fixed type of mortgage and not look behind your back all the time and not knowing exactly what the payment's going to be. I mean, rates, listen, we got a mulligan these last couple of years. Rates are still great. They seem to keep going down. The Fed doesn't seem to be wanting to raise their prime rate at all. So I would definitely suggest that you refinance these ASAP.
I mean, because the good news is, yeah, you got that 2 3/4 now, and you can be lucky for the next year or two.
Yeah, exactly.
But all of a sudden, it goes to 5.5 in 2 years, and you're screwed.
In 2 years,
that's what I'm afraid of. Is the payment jumping up $1,000. Right now, I'm just barely covering the nut every month with the rent and everything. So I just don't want to be in a jam with it. So,
David, I would love to help you out. I'm actually not licensed in Washington, but we are as a company, Nova Home Loans, and I can actually refer you to a guy named Paul Volpe, who's pretty much the number one loan originator in the country, who is licensed in Washington. You'll be in great hands with him. He can at least go over the scenarios with you. He's going to give you a phenomenal interest rate, but I definitely think this is something you should look into. Okay.
I really appreciate that. And that's why I was looking for you guys for your professional opinion. So I appreciate that.
We appreciate the call, man, very much. 577-2600 if you do want to reach us in the office. Let's get another call here. Steve, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Yes, good morning. I hope I can interest you in a miscellaneous call here.
Maybe.
Yeah, I had a shock here recently. $1,200 to change out a 30-gallon water heater.
Oh, you got raped.
And I'm thinking, if $1,200, why not $3,000? And we can.
Did that include the cost of the water heater?
Yeah, that was everything, labor and water.
So what do
heater,
they do? Repipe the?
Did they give you a free massage with that?
You guys got me because I have no idea what
$700.
I know what it was.
Or how to install one. I don't even really know what a water heater is.
It was the earthquake straps that cost
maybe
so
that's
much.
or maybe the pan underneath the water heater. Maybe that was it. Hey, Steve, it should have been $600-700 tops, brother.
Yeah, but where did you get that done?
I have a list of handyman and people that could have done that for you. I mean, it sounds like you might be
new
hired.
Units. I'm looking for a new gas unit. The nice ones are what? They cost $600.
But he's talking about a water heater.
Okay, this is
30 gallon.
And can I call you up?
Absolutely, please do. 577-2600, 577-2600, Steve. Erica, what's happening? Welcome to Real Estate Live.
Hi, I've been listening to you guys a really long time.
Oh, we're sorry, Erica.
I apologize. God bless you, Erica.
We love it.
We are kind of in a pickle. We need to find a place to live. My husband and I and my daughter, and we don't have the best credit because we lost the house, and my husband has PTSD, and sometimes I can't always account for all of his money, unfortunately. And so we're looking for either a place for rent to own or
what's PTSD? What's that, Erica?
Traumatic stress.
Oh, okay.
How long ago did you lose your house?
Was he in the army or something?
Yes, the reserve.
Oh, okay.
Is he eligible for a VA loan, Erica? Do you know that?
I don't. I need to check out if
was he in the
can.
reserves for 6 years?
Yes, he's still in the reserve.
Oh, well, he should be eligible.
How long ago did you lose your house? You said.
I lost it. Almost
a couple years
ago. Like almost 6 years ago.
Okay, so you're and was he on that loan with you or no?
Yes, I got caught up in one of those loans.
Yeah, that's okay.
When he was deployed,
you need to be 2 years out for a VA. Erica, we really got to see if he's eligible for a VA.
Yes.
We actually just funded one on Friday. I told you, Aaron, we had quite a few fires this week.
Yep.
They're all 10% contained now, thank God. But one of them was
I love those.
one of them, Erica, was not a great loan. I'll be the first one to admit it. But it was run through what's called an automated underwriting system. Okay,
Don't
Erica?
tell me you got a manual underwriting.
No, it wasn't manual.
Okay.
It was an automated. But the bottom line, Erica, this was an ugly loan. It was a 620 credit score, tons of derogs. They had a past foreclosure. Really didn't have a whole lot of money in the bank. The debt to income ratio was pushing 60%.
On a VA loan?
Yeah, my underwriter had not want to have anything to do with it. So went to our head of underwriting, who
politely underwrote it, but gave us a bunch of conditions to go, well, we don't really like this, but here, you go ahead and see if you can get this, then we'll do it. We got it. They moved into the house on Friday. Couldn't be more happy.
Right
So
on.
the bottom line is what I'm trying to get to, Erica. You don't have to have perfect credit for a VA loan. You don't have to have a lot of money. But you do have to have VA eligibility. So I'd much rather give you guys a VA loan than some type of rent to own thing, which is all crap, to be quite honest with you.
It's very bad.
We used to have
very
a partner.
risky, actually,
It
is
is.
what
Then
it is.
don't be a rent to own.
risky.
Just go rent, and then when you're ready to own, then you go own. The whole rent to own crap is I actually was partners with a company that I thought did it the right way, but they even then
The terms always benefit the owner.
Exactly.
And why get
the
into
rent
it?
was just too high, and I cut ties with that. So the bottom line is, Erica, I want to help you guys out. We got to see if he's VA eligible. We'll look at his credit. If it does need help, we'll help him fix it. In the meantime, Aaron can help you get a rental property. And, maybe in 6 months or 12 months or 3 months, whatever it is, you guys will be ready to buy. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe sooner than that. So I want you to call us today, Erica. We really do want to meet with you and your husband. And I want you to call 577-2600. Okay.
Okay. 577-2700.
2600.
Oh, 2600. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to helping you out.
Yeah, we had we had a couple of people, Dustin, call in Friday. I was driving in the morning listening to the Heidi Harris show, and then they did the advertisement with you and Aaron, the real estate guy,
He called for
a tune-up, and we ended up helping the guy out with a what was it, the
Nova. Let's cut to a break because I want to talk to you about that. So was that the Nova Home Again product?
Nova Home Again.
Perfect. Perfect. You guys, if you do want to reach us in the office, it's 577-2600, 577-2600, or in the studio right now, guys, giving away $100 to Fleming Steakhouse. Me and Aaron and the voice of reason, dinner on us, guys, and little Poppy is kicking in on this one. The guy on the couch.
I'll put in $25.
The dude on the couch. All right, 87. What is the number? 57. Ah, God.
Just call us
live. We'll be back after this.
KXNT Talk Radio 840 AM has your presidential debate from start to finish. Plus, pre- and post-debate discussion with local leaders and hosts Heidi Harris and Alan Stock. Tuesday from 5 to 9 p.m., sponsored by the 18th Annual Bauer Golf Tournament at Wild Horse Golf Course.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylor, therealestateguy.com and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call for details.
talk to Aaron Taylor,
The real estate guy.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings accuracy and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-749-1052 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit them at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Okay, forest animals, today is a new day. Kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow.
Yes?
Have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. Okay, River.
Dude.
How's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man. Perfect for a little riverside shoeless relaxation.
Ah, good. Owl, you here? Of course. Who's asking? I am. Look, you know the drill. Sleep during the day, scare the kids at night. Perfect. I love my job. Oak Tree?
Sup?
Still in the same place I left you last year. That's what I like. Consistency.
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere for the next couple hundred years.
I know. I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. You'd think he would have learned by now to leave the night before our meetings. Okay. Squirrel. Has anybody seen Mr. Squirrel?
The forest has been preparing just for you. Visit a forest near you today. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Don't miss the Summerlin Festival of Arts, October 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at downtown Summerlin. A free outdoor festival featuring 100 fine artists, live entertainment, and delicious culinary creations. For more information, visit summerlin.com.
I'm Heidi Harris. Join me for the Heidi Harris Show coming up Monday, 6 to 9. Among my guests will be Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters, Fox News strategic analyst. We're going to talk about what Putin's really doing in Syria. Is he really going after ISIS? All that and more. Join me at 6 a.m. Monday for the Heidi Harris Show.
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 840 AM KXNT. I'm your host today, Dustin DeHart with Nova Home Loans, live in the studio. Two good friends of mine, the real estate guy, Aaron.
That's me, Aaron Taylor.
Real estate guy.
Thank you, Mark, for that. Appreciate
Dennis
it.
Schultz, we like to call him the voice of reason. Cleans us up a little bit, right, Aaron?
Yes, keeps us straight from our shenanigans.
Keeps the train rolling.
Vegas. Keeps from getting stupid in here.
Well, you got stupid.
I
can't help.
Oh my God. Hey, can we hear that?
702-733-KXNT 733-5968. If you want to reach us in the studio, we'd love to hear from you. Whatever's on your mind, guys, give us a call. And best call today is $100 to Fleming Steakhouse. That's a great steakhouse. Or if you just want to reach us in the office today, you want to get that free mortgage tune-up, you want to talk to Aaron about selling a property or buying a property or short selling a property, or you want to take advantage of the big move. If you decide to actually buy and use Nova Home Loans and Aaron, we're going to pay for your move. How about that? We call it the big move. 577-2600, 577-2600 is how you reach us in the office. Let's get Andrew on the phone. Hey, Andrew, welcome to Real Estate Live. What's happening?
Hey, how are you guys doing? I recently moved out of Las Vegas. I'm looking to move back. I'm putting some money in the bank, but wondering what a suggested amount of money in the bank would be to have to buy my first house.
Andrew Green.
Well, you got to put your mic on. So, Andrew, good question. It depends on what your down payment's going to be. If it's going to be FHA and you're not using down payment assistance, we're going to need at least 3.5%. So, for instance, if it's a $200,000 house, we need at least $7,000. But you're going to need money for an appraisal and inspection, and that's assuming the seller's paying your closing costs. And if they're not, well, you're going to need more like 11 or 12 grand.
Or what about the assistance program?
Well, that's what I said. If he wasn't using that,
Oh,
But
okay.
we can always look into down payment assistance. There's a 3% down payment option for Fannie Mae. So it just depends on your scenario exactly. What are you?
All right.
What do you don't own a home now? I assume, right?
I do not currently own a home. No, actually, I'm one of those college kids that are living with their parents.
Okay.
Hey, that a boy.
Okay, perfect. So what do you do for a living, Andrew?
I am a computer technician, a network system analyst.
Okay, so you don't make any money. Is that what you're telling me?
He was about to lose his job to a HB1 visa worker, basically.
Andrew, I'm just messing with you. Well, perfect. You got a job. We can get you down payment assistance. It's time to move out of mom and dad's house. Quit being one of the millennials and get out there and buy a house. Use Nova Home Loans and Ron. We're going to pay for your move, dude. So we just need to talk to you off air. We'll get you pre-approved. Check your credit. Tell you exactly how much money you need in the bank, and we'll go from there.
I got a feeling
All right?
that his dad has a little bit of money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Andrew. Thanks for calling in, brother.
He doesn't share it, though, so it's okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Andrew.
Hey, you guys have to put mics on if you're going to talk in here. So, no. So,
Or you have
Hold
to
on, I
talk
gotta
directly
change
into the
things in here.
microphone.
It's my fault.
I'm gonna start wrestling all of you guys. Okay,
We can take
so
your
you guys are
hits.
all starting to irritate me.
All right,
right?
You know what? I can tell, Dennis.
I'm money.
I can
dude.
tell when he's
See the butt-
irritated,
my
and,
vein in my forehead
it's
popping.
sexy. It really is sexy when he's irritated.
That was my fault, but if you want to hit him, that's
Oh
fine.
no, you're getting wrestled too. So
I want to come and massage you.
let's get Hamilton. Hamilton, that's a hell of a name. Welcome to Real Estate Live. What's happening, brother?
Hey, nothing much. Everything's good. The question I had was, I'm in a house now. I use I went FHA, FHA loan, but I do have VA eligibility.
Okay, let's just stop there because that's really annoying. I'm gonna wrestle whoever puts you in that FHA loan is what I'm gonna do next. Because that pisses me off. That
I'm
makes
like,
no
what
sense.
the hell's wrong with this guy today?
Hamilton, why do they put you in an FHA loan if you have VA eligibility?
So this is what happened. I thought that because I had foreclosed back in.
That's a loan officer not doing their job. That sucks.
Yeah, he didn't even. And he's a good guy, but
Yeah, no, he's not. He's an idiot. So, what's his name? Go ahead and
You
tell
gonna
us.
put him on blast?
What's his company?
Blast
What's
him.
his name? You go
Blast
ahead,
him.
Hamilton. I'm just kidding. Don't do
I don't put him on blast.
Let's put this sucker on blast. I said sucker. All right. All right, dude. So Hamilton, here's what we got to do. We got to get you out of that FHA loan.
Get rid of that.
You're paying mortgage insurance, and we're going to lower your rate, dude. So this is you got to call us. We're going to help you out. This is crap. We'll pay for your appraisal for you. I feel bad that this happened, but yeah, you should not be in that FHA loan.
Wow. I mean, we got a low interest rate, but I guess
No, what's your rate? What's your rate? Can you tell me?
Okay, if I can, all right. I'm thinking it's like a 349 or something like that.
That's fine. You'll be right there. But we're going to get what's your loan amount?
190.
Okay, we're gonna get rid of about $170 a month in mortgage insurance.
Do you need any cash out?
Oh man, I would love to get.
There goes Schultz.
Oh, giving
That's
away
his favorite.
money.
Do you need some money?
Sure, I do, man.
Giving
There
away
we go.
some
We'll
money.
pay some debt off too. All right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We're gonna pay all your debt off and still lower your payment. How about that?
Oh man, that'd be super great. Super.
Here's what I want you to do, brother. I want you to call us right now. I want me or Schultz to meet with you ASAP because you need to do this. Okay.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna pay for your appraisal today, even though I wasn't giving that away. I feel bad that this happened to you. We want to do that for you.
Okay.
577-2600. You call us right now. Okay. We have your number as well, right? AA Ron.
Oh, we got it. I'm on it.
Hamilton. Hey, brother.
Big Hamilton.
Did you say 577-2600?
Yep. Thank you for your service, dude. Thank you for calling in, and we appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to helping you out. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. God bless you, dude.
Okay, thank you, man.
All right, bye-bye. That's God.
I love people.
Why-
say-
now,
I love
why
saying
would that happen?
That happens once a quarter on this.
But why would that happen?
Because
I mean, what's the purpose?
LO's an idiot. That's why he didn't.
It's
ask
just
any
a brain fart,
questions.
right? I mean, is there a purpose that the LO would do it? Maybe besides neglect, is there a financial reason?
Well, it's
an
a
LO
government
would do it?
loan,
really.
so it's
No.
the same type of loan.
Doesn't make any sense.
And there's no stipulations or there's no nothing.
We honestly, once a quarter, we refinance a vet out of an FHA loan into a VA loan.
That's
I don't
maybe,
get it.
That's
okay,
irritating.
Aaron. Maybe the strategy for
Where
the
are
loan
you?
officer
Oh, there
was
you are.
to put him in that loan and then do another loan for him. So
Well, I wouldn't think anybody would do that on purpose.
Sure they
that
would.
takes a lot of balls.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Because how are you going to tell Hamilton, like, hey, all right, dude, let's get you out of that FHA loan now.
Hamilton.
That takes a lot of kahunas.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
Well, bottom line is we're going to help Hamilton out. He's going to get rid of all his mortgage insurance. I bet we lower his interest rate. He's telling me 3 point whatever.
Speaking
But I
of,
bet it's right there. And as Schultz likes to say, do you need some cash?
yeah,
Well, we need to pay some money. We need to pay debt off. I don't want to just, he doesn't need the cash. He doesn't need to take any money out
Right,
of there. But
right,
the
right.
bottom line is, you know what? We're doing a lot of mortgage tune-ups for people, Schultz, that are paying off a lot of debt, and it's helping them out. And when I show them what they do with that extra money that's not going to the JCPenney cards,
shaving off,
and you go
years.
start putting it towards the Chase mortgage and how quick you can pay your loan off, they're sure happy about that.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, when they can shave
Huh?
off 5 years, 10 years off their loan,
Yeah.
they get kind of excited.
Because that's the real American dream, to
Oh,
have your house
debt-free.
and own it outright.
And a matter of fact, that's when you talk to people in their late 60s, that's one of their largest assets is their real estate that's paid off. So
how come we can, Mark, we can hear you in there, sweetie lamb chop. No.
Is this WK?
I love to hear Cincinnati. We got a lot of chaos going on in here this morning.
I'm leaving. That's it.
No, you can't leave.
I cannot work in this type.
I think it's because you're not hungover. That's probably what it is.
Before you go, let's get a couple more calls in here. Can we get some people to call in?
I think people are afraid to call right now.
733.
Let's take a break. We do have a caller we're going to get to when we get back. Not sure what those comments mean. 702-733-KXNT 733-5968. If you do want to reach us in the studio today, $100 to Fleming Steakhouse for the best caller today. Or you could be like Hamilton and reach us in the office at 577-2600. Get that mortgage tune-up or maybe get the big move. Use AA Ron and Nova Home Loans. We're going to pay for your move. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
While most video surveillance solutions capture and store hours of nothing, CUDA Eye by Barracuda Networks only captures video when something happens. Once captured on camera, the video evidence is immediately encrypted and sent to the cloud for safe storage and easy retrieval from any web browser or mobile device. With CUDA Eye, there's no network configuration or software to install. Just plug one or more cameras into your network to better protect your business. Don't get caught with nothing. Do something about it. Check out CUDAeye.com. That's CUDAEYE.com.
Get your Plenty card at Exxon or Mobil and start earning points at lots of places.
So I get points for filling up at Exxon?
You sure do.
What about getting coffee at Mobil?
Points.
Streaming TV shows on Hulu?
Definitely.
Points on my AT&T wireless bill?
Yep.
Buying soap?
At Rite Aid.
Buying you a birthday present?
Points at Macy's.
Visiting your parents?
No, you get marriage points.
Oh.
Exxon and Mobil are the only fuel brands that are part of Plenty, the rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another. Join Plenty for free through a participating Exxon or Mobil station today. Terms and limitations apply. See plenty.com/partners for details.
Nurse, I need you to apply pressure to the head wound until I can get to it. I'm concerned she's lost too much blood.
Oh, no.
You in the corner, who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
She's my girlfriend, doctor.
You need to wait out in the waiting room.
Please, doctor, I want to stay with her.
Look, she's been badly injured. So if you want to do what's best for her, you need to let us do our work.
Please, doctor, she has to be okay. I didn't mean to do this. I love her.
Wait a second. You were the driver?
Yes, but I didn't mean to. I swear, we went to dinner. I was just buzzed. I only had a few drinks.
Just buzzed? Why didn't you tell us that? In that case, your girlfriend is fine.
Hey, sweetie. I feel great. You want to get out of here?
I can't believe this. Really, doctor? She's really okay?
What, are you kidding? No, not really. Nurse, get me a suture kit. Stat.
Buzzed driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Ad Council, and this station.
When news breaks, we talk about it. This is News Talk 840 AM, KXNT.
Patch of grass, patch of grass, patch of grass. Hey now.
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM, KXNT.
Welcome back, Las Vegas, to Real Estate Live on 840 AM Talk Radio. I'm here, the co-host, ATA Ron, Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. To my left, the beast, the host. He's kind of grouchy today, but whatever. Dustin DeHart from Nova Home Loans.
Hey now.
We got the voice of reason, Big Dennis Schultz, in the house,
sir.
keeping us sane from playing all of our shenanigans in here.
Trying to.
And little Poppy sitting on the couch drinking his Gatorade like he normally does, his juice. If you want to call us here in the studio, call us at 733-5968. We're answering all your real estate questions and mortgage questions. Get your mortgage tune-up. Or call us. We have people standing by in the office at 577-2600. We'd love to hear from you. No question is a stupid question. Call us up because we're not the brightest guys in the world in here doing our thing.
Speak for yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, we're not. But anyways, we got a caller. It looks like Todd is on the line. Let's take him. What's going on, Todd?
How are you guys?
My man, Todd.
Aaron Taylor.
Shoot, your call, baby. How you feeling?
I'm living the dream.
Are you living the dream?
One day I want to grow up and be like you.
No, probably not.
Can I tell people I know you?
I hope so. Hey, we're gonna do something with maybe the investment house you have later on, aren't we?
Maybe, hopefully. If anything can get done, it's Aaron Taylor. I know that.
Well,
Well, what are you guys trying to do, Aaron? Enlighten us.
Yeah,
well, let me tell you.
Help us out. We're on the radio. I know you two are having a personal moment here.
Yeah, we're having a little personal.
Everybody just changed the channel.
Hey, Todd, tell us about that house that we're going to go look at and what the situation is with it.
There you go.
Well, situation is a beautiful house. I was a single owner, still am. I rented it out, and after a couple of years, the tenant has decided to get something smaller. So, looking to either re-rent it or potentially sell it, and completely, redid the inside and outside, and it's a gem for anyone. So excited to work with Aaron. He seems to make anything happen, anytime, anywhere. So looking to do more business.
Now, let me tell you something about this particular house, because this isn't a house that you guys probably have been in. This is a house, and this is probably a good. No, this is a good topic to talk about.
The odds are probably right.
You're right. He has dialed this house in so well. It's about 1,800 square foot single story, give or take. 2,200 square foot.
You're off 400.
Single story.
Okay.
But he has made the house look like a mansion in the Ridges. I mean, he has put so much money into this house. When you walk in it, you're like, really? I mean, it's that nice.
So this is a rental property, Todd?
Yes, it is.
So you had a renter in there for a long time, I assume, and they're jumping ship on you? Is that what I got?
Couple years, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, but he has over-improved the house to the point to where even though it's worth, in my eyes, it's worth more than he owes, it won't appraise.
Problem, yeah, that the problem is a buyer doesn't care, but a renter might. A renter might pay more money for a nicer house like
and
that,
they are.
right?
They're paying a couple hundred more than it should rent for.
I mean, and what do you owe on it, Todd? Is it free and clear, or do you have a mortgage on it?
No, I have a mortgage on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. What are you guys? Are you going to sell it? Or
How
rent
much
it?
do you
I think we're going to try to sell it, and I'm going to have to work some magic and get somebody to pay above appraisal and be done with this, huh, Todd?
That's right, but anyone get it done, it's you.
We're going to do it.
Thanks, Todd. We appreciate
Todd,
the
good
call,
talking
bro.
with you, man.
Thanks for calling in. Well, you know what? Sometimes I'm doing a deal right now. Radio listeners that actually called about over a year ago just weren't real weren't in a real big hurry, real picky on what they wanted.
Right.
And they finally found the house that they wanted. And boy, when they found it, they were on it. And they're in the contract, they're going to pay $30,000 over appraised value, assuming that it's going to come in low, because we all know it's going to come in low.
Right.
So, there are people willing to pay over appraised value.
They'll pay over it, but
it's got to be nice. It better be like this house.
It's got to be
Better
decked out
to the nines, right?
Right.
Better have some koi ponds inside.
Yeah, just because it has the tile countertops, you're not going to get over appraised value.
No, this house is stone everywhere, travertine everywhere, granite everywhere, unique features in the house. I mean, the problem, and a lot of people do this, is he over-improved the house in the area because he thought he was going to live in it forever.
Mm-hmm. We've had that conversation before.
Yeah, you don't live into it forever. I know we had the conversation of having the identical houses right next door, exact same square footage. Someone throws in $50,000 in options, someone throws in $0, and 5 years later, when it gets appraised, it appraises the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, really? So
but they do give a little more value for granite, though. I mean, the appraisers look for granite, but that's not going to.
Well, they're going to give an adjustment for for upgrades versus a house
superiority, superior property
construction. So C1 is what we like to call that.
C1.
See, and right now,
or C4 if we just blow that house up.
And just like this, Todd's
C4
house
right now.
See, Todd is one of those people who are on the cusp. Right, values have risen.
Not enough.
Close to some. I mean, but there's a lot of people that are on that bubble.
I don't know, girl. Wait. Yeah.
Yep. Go on.
Get me
Well, that's why
shaking.
some sellers are not going down on the price because they can't, right? Because they're right at that threshold with all the real estate commissions.
We're going to list
and the
that house
seller
high.
fees and everything.
People
like
are going to want it, and they're going to have to pay the difference. But they're going to want the house. It's that nice. It's
gated
really nice.
community.
Nope.
No gated. Single story.
Yep.
Okay, single story has value.
We need about
Is it
285.
running
I
water?
think. No, actually outhouse.
Speaking of running water, I was in Ely last weekend. I wasn't on the show.
Is
Right?
that in Nigeria?
But I was listening to the show up north. So we're broadcasting
50,000 watts, bro.
We're
Okay.
yes, we're
You understand what that
broadcasting
means?
in northern
I don't either.
Nevada.
Yeah.
So
is it like 1 acre per foot?
We lost our producer. So
let's hear it.
what were we
Say
talking
it.
about before, Dennis? We had a few
Nova
calls.
Home again.
And actually, we're doing 2 of those deals right now. Right?
Nova
So
Home
do
Again.
you know what the Nova Home Again
I would
product
love to
is?
know so we can.
You might want to know this.
Nova
especially
Home
since
Again.
you're a short sale guy. So go do a short sale with AA Ron.
Uh-huh.
1 day later, you can buy a house with us.
Oh, we talked
about
about that
How
when
about
he was in Montana.
You got to have some money down.
I love that program. The rate's only like a 1.5 higher, 25% down, right? all right. So it's 12%.
It's a band.
No, it's about 6, right?
It's a band-aid.
Yeah, it depends on down payment and credit score, but yeah,
but
you can get it as low as 5.99%.
Yeah, but so you get
One
it
day out of
now.
a short sale.
2 years later, you refinance and get out of it. But you get the house. You're not throwing your money away. You're getting your write off, and you own a house again immediately.
We had a vet call that called a couple weeks ago. The Schultz was fishing in Eli, or I always
Ely.
call it Eli.
That's my middle name.
Ely, and he had a foreclosure, so he couldn't go VA. So remember, he called. He was in a hard money loan.
Yep.
His
Matter of
rate's like
fact-
12%.
Oh,
Well, we get it down to 6%. I'm not a math wizard, but I think that's cut. We pretty much cut
a
that
little
in half,
better. Yeah.
right? That's
He
better.
actually said he's going to dance at my wedding. So God bless
that
you,
what he
Jim.
said?
Jim, if you're listening right now, you're awesome, man. Just-
So what
a great
FICO score? So you're out of a short sale. Obviously, your FICO score gets hit because you're missing payments. I closed yesterday on my short sale. Boom! I want to do this loan you're talking about. What FICO score do I need?
640,
600.
Okay.
600.
Oh, 600.
Just look at the guidelines.
But the LT, the loan to
Dustin, just
values-
make one up, will you?
No, it's
Dennis, let me ask Dennis.
I
What's the
like-
FICO
yeah,
score?
no,
No,
Dennis?
Dennis, go ahead.
it's an adjustable, right? Or adjustment sliding scale. So 600, you have to come in with more money, right?
How much down? 25%.
25%. Now it depends if you had a bankruptcy. There's layers, but
No
bottom-
bankruptcy, just a short sale.
no bankruptcy, just a short sell. You can come in with 25% down. I
How about
believe.
foreclosure?
1 day out of a
One
foreclosure.
day out of foreclosure?
So here's what
Yeah.
it's looking for. It's looking for the quote unquote strategic short sale or the strategic foreclosure because they don't care how many times you missed that mortgage payment. But if you missed any other payments,
consumer debt.
yeah, if you were late on a credit card or a car loan while
Done.
doing
Can't
this,
do it.
you're done. So it's
So
looking
isolated incident.
for, exactly.
Just the,
We get it. You went through a short sale just like everybody else. You're going to pay a little higher rate. You're going to put some skin in the game, and we're going to give you a loan. Okay. So, and then, the good thing is you don't have to keep it forever because you're sooner or later, you're eligible to get out of that.
Yeah, but
depending on your seasoning.
6%. When I started real estate 21 years ago, 8% was low.
Yeah,
7.5 was a great rate.
Oh,
So
6.75 was like
Yeah,
a
so-
common rate.
Yeah,
in
so
2008.
6% out of a foreclosure or short sale. Give me a break. It's great.
And that guy's actually paying off debt with that loan, Dustin. He's paying off $100,000 worth of debt.
Big poppy.
We're giving him 10 G's to stick in his pocket for a pad, and he's saving $1,500 a month or something like that.
$1,500 a month.
Yeah, with his
oh, with the debt. Okay.
yeah, with his debt and stuff. so.
He is going to be dancing
Yeah,
at your
he-
wedding.
He had some not nice words though for the other lender that wasn't calling him back. In fact, it was he had me laughing. I had to tell him, Jim, I don't want to laugh at your scenario, but you're cracking me up, man. He's a great guy. So if he's listening out there,
Schultz, you get all the cool people. You got the guy from Goodfellas. You got
you mean Bobby?
We could just do a whole show.
Got
on
the lady
people
from
that-
New Jersey.
Yeah, all the people that Schultz meets. It's pretty
The
remarkable.
New Jersey
Well,
lady.
I do happen to be working while you guys are playing fantasy football. So I mean,
God bless.
speaking of football,
Yeah,
Nova
where's-
Home
we-
Loans
we-
is
no producer. Where did he go?
We're going.
There he comes.
We're ghost riding the whip.
Hey, Mark, glad to see you, buddy.
Speaking of
the Nova Home Loans Bowl,
the football Nova Home Loans
Bowl.
We're going to UNLV today. All of Nova Home Loans do a little tailgate and watch the football game.
Oh yeah,
and
cocktail,
dude.
Yeah.
It's not out of all realm of possibility that UNLV goes and plays in Arizona at the Nova Home Loans Bowl. That would be pretty cool.
Nova Home Loans.
Mark Sanchez is doing a great flipping job right now.
Is that a quarterback?
Jets
dude, we have the cannon back.
It's Tony Sanchez, you dummy.
red.
Oh, Tony Sanchez. Yeah.
Mark Sanchez.
Tony Sanchez, we got the cannon back.
All right, we'll cut to a break. When we get back, we're going to continue our discussion on refinances, and we're going to talk to Aaron about short sales. You want to reach us in the studio, 702-733-KXNT, 733-5968. Best caller today. Man, it's close today. Right now, I know who's going to win.
Our boy Hamilton, huh?
Right.
Love him.
But it's not too late. You could still come in and win $100 to Fleming's. Bring us a good call, or if you want to reach us in the office, 577-2600. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Real Estate Live.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Actor played by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. Hi, my name is Dick. My house is upside down thousands of dollars. I'm depressed and angry. My neighbor bought the same home for $50,000 less. My home is supposed to be an investment and it feels like prison. Hi, my name is Richard. I'm Dick's neighbor and purchased the same house as his for market value. Thanks to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, he completed my short sale, provided the best attorneys in the state for free, guaranteed me cash back, and paid for my move. I feel great and have a bright financial future thanks to the real estate guy. So don't be like Dick, depressed and underwater. Be like Richard, free of debt and living life again. Call me today, Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, at 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE. 048 Realty. Call for details.
talk to Aaron Taylor.
310 Move, the real estate guy.
Packers,
Vikings,
Red State,
Blue State.
We
come from different places.
Uptown,
Downtown.
We come to different conclusions.
half empty,
Half full.
But no matter how different we are, we're all connected and we can all make a difference. That's why United Way brings people, expertise, and resources together to improve the education, income, and health of our communities. The building blocks for a better life. When we live united, our efforts, magnified by others, add up to real change. Children succeed in school, families gain financial stability, the health of our neighbors improves, and suddenly, so do our communities. But real change won't happen without you.
Live United.
So let's look beyond our differences.
Live United.
One by one, let's make a difference. Let's reach out a hand to one and influence the condition of all.
Live United.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Sign up today at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
There are a ton of social networking websites, but one stands apart for a very special reason. This one saves lives. It's MatchingDonors.com. MatchingDonors.com links organ donors with people in need of kidney and other transplants. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. If you've ever considered becoming a living organ donor, or if you have someone in need of an organ transplant, visit MatchingDonors.com. Home of the greatest gift of all, the gift of life. MatchingDonors.com.
Like us on Facebook. Love us on Twitter at KXNT. This is News Talk 840 AM. KXNT.
Winning.
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News Talk 840 AM KXNT. Dustin DeHart here, your go-to mortgage professional in Las Vegas from Nova Home Loans, live in the studio. My two co-hosts, Aaron, the real estate guy. Don't be a dick, Aaron.
Don't be a dick, be a Richard.
Be a Richard.
Don't be a loser.
And the Schultz, the voice of reason from Nova Home Loans, my man.
Back in the saddle.
Little Poppy,
Back.
everybody's favorite little Poppy. Some great socks little Poppy's got on right now. He's going to go play some soccer after this for the Cyclones or something.
I thought he was directing traffic.
You guys want to reach us in the studio? We love to hear from you. You guys make some shows.
Oh my goodness! Did he say that? Can you say that?
I just said that. You guys make the show. Give us a call. Come on, brah. 733-KXNT, 733-5968. $100 to Fleming's, man. I'd take that. I'm going to leave early and call in and win that sucker. Or you can reach us in the office today. Want to get that mortgage tune-up? You guys ready to start saving some money, some cash? Huh? Want to get that short sale done like Dick? Or don't be a dick. Be like Richard. Get that short sale done, Aaron.
Yeah.
Or get the big move done. Whatever it is. 577-2600. 577-2600. So we're goofing around about your commercial. Great commercial. You're a very good marketer.
Just to raise some eyebrows. That's all.
Absolutely. But
hopefully I didn't offend you.
That doesn't sound
some
like
good
Aaron
points.
at all.
Because listen, you know how many boomerang buyers we close every month?
Boomerang.
What's a boomerang buyer?
Yeah, what is
Little
a boomerang
Poppy? I see you looking all confused over
Yeah,
there.
what's a boomerang buyer?
I don't know, but it sounds cool.
Sounds pretty good.
Boomerang buyer is a guy that did his short sale with Aaron 3 years ago. Now is out buying FHA. Okay. Guess what? His neighbor, he's stuck in there for the long haul. He's stubborn Mike.
Stubborn Dick.
Stubborn. Yeah. Come on. Enough dicks. All right. There's only so many dicks we can have in the studio right now. Stop it. So listen. So little Pop, you following me here?
I'm following
okay.
you.
So Mike, he didn't do the short sale. Okay. He's like, oh, it doesn't matter. I know I'm 150 grand upside down, but I've got a moral obligation to pay this mortgage.
What would that be?
Okay.
Why would he stay in that
I'm
property?
telling you to follow me, not keep talking. I gotta get my words out here. Okay. I don't know what the moral obligation is, but it's something in his brain that made him say, I've got to keep paying this mortgage. You get me?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is some dude just moved next door for
Bought the same house.
Bought the same house, little Poppy. Okay. Mike owes $250. The dude bought the house next door for $150.
I think it's
and Mike goes, bruh, what did you buy that house for? He said $150, and I got my mortgage with Nova Home Loans.
And my move.
My payment is $1,000. And you know what Mike's payment is, little Poppy?
$2,200.
It's $2,200. Okay.
Oh my God.
You know how much
How does
money
he
he's
feel?
wasted.
Dang.
So it's not necessarily the price or what he owes. It's how much he's paying. If they can't, if you can't afford your payment, stop messing around. Give us a call. Have Aaron Taylor list your house and let's get you going. I mean,
but the same scenario. I mean, if the guy finishes the short sale and he goes into the loan that we were just talking about the day out of a short sale, and he buys a house $100,000 less than Dick, right? And he does your mortgage, his payment is still very good, but he owes $100,000 less.
yeah, as long as he's got 20% down. No problem.
Pretty easy scenario. Or wait your couple years. It's a pretty easy scenario.
It doesn't,
It's
right
a
now,
no-brainer.
there's the wave of people entering the market is unprecedented, right? We have all these people who have just finished their foreclosures. They're just 3 years out of a short sale. I mean, we're busy, Dustin. I mean, we're every day we get calls and people are coming in the office. I mean, right now is the time for people to get in because you can still own a house and pay less or the same in rent. So if you haven't done a short
Listen, the Nova Home Again product, I have a doctor I'm doing a loan for right now that called me on the radio a while ago. Came in, he did a short sale, can't buy right now, especially because he needs jumbo financing, and jumbo financing is even stricter on short sales. Okay. He's renting a property. He wants to buy that house back, but he can't go Nova Home Again because they won't let you do that.
Okay.
But I showed him, like, you can buy the house next door or in the same neighborhood for the same sales price, and his payment, even with Nova Home Again, with the higher rate, would be $1,000 less than he's renting.
It's a no-brainer.
His rent was like $5,500 a month, and I even with the higher rate, he was at about $4,700 a month. And he left the office like 3 months ago. I didn't hear from him. I'm like, okay, that makes no. He called me couple weeks ago. I sent him a pre-approval letter.
Nice.
He's out there.
So you
making
could do
an offer
jumbo
on the
loans
house.
with a home again.
You can go up to $1 million, right?
Yeah.
$1.5 million or $1 million.
1 million.
Thank God somebody reads guidelines around here. Schultz.
Yeah,
the
that's
voice.
real
of
fun.
reason.
The voice.
Yeah, up to $1 million, you can do that. You know,
Incredible loan.
but the point is, guys, if you're still upside down, you know, we're joking around a little bit, but you gotta call Aaron. He's done more short sales than anybody in town. He's going to give you the best attorney in town for free
and walking money.
Dude, you're probably going to get 10 grand.
That doesn't make
Well,
any
I don't
sense.
want to say that.
Well, $3,000 to $10,000. We apply for every owner-occupied house. $3,000 to $10,000.
How about the people, Aaron, that are still in the house that's upside down but aren't making payments, and they're like, "Screw that! I'm just going to ride this sucker out."
Probably not a good move because I mean, let's
Are they
face
coming
it.
after people now?
Yeah,
or-
of course. And what are the scenarios? They're going to let it foreclose. That's not a good
So
scenario
let's
to have on your
clarify
credit.
when we say coming after people. What's that mean?
Well, they haven't yet, but I would lead to they have the opportunity to through a foreclosure. I don't think there's a lot of deficiency judgments.
Deficiency judgment.
But that could change. Fannie and Freddie, last time I checked, were a business.
Yeah.
You got 6 years to be on the hook for that sucker if you let it go to foreclosure, right?
The last thing you need is them coming after you.
That's a long time to be looking behind your back. You do a short sale, boom. That's never coming back.
Yeah,
out.
and it's not like a credit card collection. This is tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, right?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you can
And how
kind
about
of
your credit?
time the short sale. You know it's going to take 3 to 6 months, and you know the steps that are going to happen. So it's a smooth transition into your rental or your next house instead of just not making a payment and waiting for someone to smack the blue tape on your door, which that's probably
And
embarrassing.
that's not for that blue tape isn't inviting you to a block party either. Okay,
No,
they're
it's
not. That
not.
blue tape is not what you want to see.
Yeah.
okay?
You don't want to see blue when you pull up on your house.
No one likes blue.
But you're right. We have the best attorneys in the business. We use Jamie Cogburn, who's done several thousand short sales in Nevada, probably more short sales than anybody in the country.
I love Jamie Cogburn's billboard. His wife, she looks like a mad dog. You know, It's like-
I think that was
You don't
on,
mess with that
on
lady.
purpose.
I know.
yeah. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I'll put
mess
you
with
in a
that lady,
cross-arm
actually.
crippler.
yeah, I wouldn't.
All right, guys, let's get some calls going in the studio. 702-733-KXNT, 733-5968, $100 to Fleming Steakhouse. Best call. You got us for another 2 hours, believe it or not. We'll be back after this hard break. You're listening to Real Estate Live here on News Radio 840 AM KXNT. Sorry, Mark.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings accuracy and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-749-1052 to speak to one of their friendly associates or visit them at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
the most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
KXNT AM North Las Vegas and KXNT FM HD2 Henderson, a CBS radio station.
CBS News, I'm Gary Nunn. Soggy South Carolina is getting rained on again. Governor Nikki Haley says more disaster centers will be opening. Nearly 400 roads and bridges are choked closed by high water.
I-95, we had to extend the closure, not just in time, but in mileage. So we are no longer talking about 13 miles closed. We now have 16 miles that are closed.
At least 17 dams have been damaged by flooding.
They are bringing in 200 truckloads of concrete. Divers are right now in the water assessing the bridges. They are moving swiftly to get this work done, but it's all about safety.
Governor Haley says the National Guard's providing so-called flood buckets loaded with emergency supplies. Up to 2 inches of rain forecast for some parts of South Carolina today, but forecasters are calling for dry weather next week. The death toll in 2 bombings in Ankara, Turkey has been raised to 97 now. 190 injured in blasts a few minutes apart earlier today near the city's main train station. The explosions came at the start of a peace rally by leftist and Kurdish activists.
It's not the first time Kurdish rallies have been targeted. Islamic State militants claimed similar attacks in the summer. Dozens of people were killed by suicide bombers. Turkey is battling an internal insurgency, IS bombings, and a civil war on its doorstep in Syria that is only intensifying.
Sky News reporter Shireen Tadros, no claims of responsibility. It was show-off day for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Pyongyang. He spoke at a huge military parade and rally marking the 70th anniversary of North's party and his third generation of leadership. CBS News correspondent Seth Doan was there.
One of the things that really stuck with me most of all was not just those giant missiles coming through this square behind me, but also the apparent enthusiasm of the people as they gazed up toward Kim Jong-un passing by. Some were crying, some were screaming his name and saying, "Long live Kim Jong-un."
Kim Jong-un says North Korea is now ready to stand up to any military threat posed by the United States. There's no let-up in a wave of Palestinian stabbing attacks in Israel. An update from CBS's Robert Berger in Jerusalem.
A Palestinian teenager stabbed and wounded 2 Israelis here in Jerusalem before being shot dead by police. It's the latest in a wave of Palestinian stabbing attacks over the past week that has shaken Israel. Riots in the West Bank have spread to the Gaza border, raising fears of a third Palestinian uprising. Robert Berger, CBS News, Jerusalem.
A series of suicide bombings in the North African nation of Chad, 38 people dead, 51 injured. Officials suspect Nigeria's Boko Haram Islamists. Gasoline prices around the country have bottomed out, at least for now. AAA says the average nationwide price for a gallon of unleaded regular is $2.32, up a penny from yesterday. This is CBS News.
Call Quicken Loans now at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the 2nd year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Getting engaged is a big step, and that's why Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, offers you a lifetime commitment. You can choose from up to 10,000 loose diamonds to create her one-of-a-kind ring. Plus, Jared will match any price on like diamonds from any other jewelry store. Then we'll back it up with the Jared Perfect Bridal Plan. Free ring sizing, free diamond setting, and a lifetime diamond guarantee. It's all part of our commitment to you. And that's why he went to Jared. Find a Jared store or visit jared.com/price match.
A veteran of dozens of films and television shows, Randy Quaid is facing a new set of legal problems. CBS's Larry Miller reports.
Actor Randy Quaid and his wife Evie were arrested by Vermont police trying to cross into the U.S. They fled to Canada to evade 2010 felony vandalism charges in California. Quaid was denied Canadian residency. This week, they posted a YouTube video claiming they're innocent.
The State Department is lying to us, and they've taken away our passports for no reason.
Bail was set at $500,000. Both Randy and Evie Quaid are behind bars. They're expected to be arraigned Monday. Larry Miller, CBS News.
Hundreds of thousands of protesters marched today in Berlin, opposition to a planned transatlantic free trade agreement being pushed by the German government as a boost for the global economy. The European Union and the U.S. have been working on a deal for the past 2 years. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
We talk about your life and your money on The Dave Ramsey Show, weekdays from noon to 3 on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
The proceeding is a paid program from the advertiser. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the show's participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio.
Hello, guys. How are you doing today?
This is Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin and his guests any real estate questions. Call 733-KXNT. That's 733-5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, Linear Title and Closing, and Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Live here on News 48, 840.
Oh my,
News
come
Radio
on.
KXNT.
8:40 a.m.
4 years of saying something else. It's still not easy. Sorry, guys.
It's hard.
Dustin DeHart here with Nova Home Loans, your go-to mortgage professional here in Las Vegas. Live in the studio with none other than Aaron AT, the real estate guy. Hey now, Aaron, how
Hey
are
now,
you,
what's
buddy?
going on, Big D?
Do me a favor and pour me some Jaeger. That was a great song we heard in the bathroom here.
Hey now.
Dennis
Pour me-
Schultz.
what does it say?
Yes,
House.
sir. The voice of reason and everybody's favorite Little Poppy, the guy on the couch. If you guys want to reach us in the studio, we'd love to hear from you. Even the GM, Billy Bean, if you want to call in at 702-733-KXNT, 733-5968.
I've told you this once. This is day 6 for me. Don't get me fired.
Everybody,
I apologize
stay on your toes.
for saying inappropriate
People listening.
things.
Do you want to
come
reach
on
us
the
in
show?
in
You
the
guys
office
out of
today?
control.
It's 577-2600, 577-2600. Let's get my friend Brett on the phone. Brett from Rapid Trustee Sale, my friend. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for calling in. What's happening?
Absolutely. It's great to be back. Just wanted to get everybody caught up on the trustee sale and the auction process.
Well, cool. So it's been 3 months or so. So what's happening over there?
Yeah.
Same old, or anything new?
Everything's about the same. We're holding steady with the numbers. In the last 30 days, we've had 207, just over 200 third-party sales in the last 30 days, and just over 350 go back to the bank. So there'll be another 500 properties getting back into the market. So that's still real low. There's still deals being made, and if people want to find out how they can be involved, they can certainly give us a call.
Brett, question really quick. Sorry, Dustin.
Yeah,
you haven't been on the last couple of months. What? Because our peak time in the summer, we peaked at around 3,600 home sales. Was the summertime busier? Because we haven't heard from you. Do you have those numbers?
I will get them for you next week. How's that? I'll get you all the summer numbers. Traditionally, as we go into the holiday season, the auctions do slow down.
Absolutely.
The NODs took a big dip in September compared to August.
Did they?
300 less.
Wow.
So, the banks are following the cycle where they start slowing down.
They do a little
on,
moratorium in February, or excuse me, December. Usually they don't foreclose.
Right, and then they start right back up right after the holidays in January.
Hey, Brett, this is Aaron Taylor. How you doing, man?
Eric, good to hear you.
Yeah, you too. Hey, I got two questions for you. The first question is, why are there more houses going to the bank where I remember in the past there was more homes being purchased by third parties?
The quick answer is the banks will start with an opening bid that is too high for any value for the investor.
Right.
So-
and I'm just curious why the banks even want them back. Usually the investor, would throw it out at a lower price and want to get rid of the property, and there is more being purchased by third parties. But now it seems like there's more homes going back to the bank than being purchased by third parties. And I'm wondering, is there a particular reason why the banks or the investors in banks want the homes back? I wonder if there's
curious.
just a curious reason. Do you have any idea?
My theory is it just comes down to profit analysis. If they can go through the REO process, yes, they'll have to fix up the property a little bit, but they'll get a better price point going through an REO, real estate owned broker,
Right.
and market it that way.
Even
So,
paying real estate fees and all that. That seems weird.
I know. I know there's probably 101 reasons why, but I mean,
it seems
back
like
in
they
the
could just
day,
make a number that makes sense where, well, maybe you won't get an investor, but it's not going to be so high that no investors would bid.
right? And they're still selling at the trustee sale, probably 90 cents to the dollar at least, right?
yeah, it's sitting around 82 to 85 cents on the dollar on the ones that are purchased that I can track.
Which still
that
doesn't
actually
leave a whole lot of meat on the bone, right?
Not a lot.
Yeah, no. You better do everything right.
A lot of the sold to third parties are not in the below $100,000 purchases. These are 150, 200, 220 and above. So the investors have had to shift to get the better margins on the higher price listings.
Right. And Brett, how about the HOA foreclosures? Are you seeing more and more HOAs not foreclosing on houses now because of the new rule?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because as of October 1, there were basically 6 new amendments to the NRS on the HOA. The big one, the big change is they added a redemption period,
So
which was
30
not in
days,
effect
right?
before.
Yeah.
It's a 60-day redemption
60.
period for the owner or the lender.
So that gives a lender time
To
to
cure.
make a
Right,
move. Yeah, and
absolutely.
come out and take back the property.
Exactly right. They can take the property, but I look at down the road legislation. I actually think it's good for the investor because it puts in a clause in the argument, especially in the courtroom, saying, "Hey, you had a redemption period and you didn't act on it, so now I can get quite marketable title." Because that's the hang up for the HOAs. Foreclosure purchases, they're not able to get marketable title
Right.
at this point.
And Brett, another question. Do you hate HOA companies as much as I do, or do you really like them?
Well, I don't live in an HOA, and that should answer your question there.
Okay.
Either do I.
However,
I don't either.
I look at it as if it's on the NRS and there's a
Boo.
rule, everybody has to play by that rule.
Right.
I'm going to be pro-investor. I understand the bank's argument, but we've made the changes now. Let's all play by the rule.
Right. How many guys are down there at the trustee sale now? The last time I was there was about 50 people sitting there.
Yeah, Fridays obviously is the heavy day, the most attended with the most scheduled properties. The other change for the HOAs now, if people don't know, it happens down at 930 4th Street at Nevada Legal News. All the HOA foreclosure sales now have to be at that location also. That was the change as of October 1.
Right. And I would tell all our listeners out there, don't go down to Nevada Legal News and try to do this on your own. Give us a call in the studio. We'll give you Brett's number, somebody else's number, because there's a lot to it. You just don't go down there with 100,000 and buy the house.
Why not?
And not do your homework.
Brett can speak.
You know
many
that,
words on
right,
that.
Brett?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm down there on Fridays with the booth. They can always stop in and get the information. We do CE classes for agents, brokers, investors, anyone who's interested in trustee sale. And coming up this Wednesday, I'll be speaking in front of a real estate investor association group over at the JW Marriott, where anybody can stop in. Starts at 6:30, I believe.
Good stuff, brother. How do they get a hold of you, Brett? Let's blast out a phone number and a website, all right?
Absolutely. The phone number is 702-637-9216, and the website is rapidtrusteesale.com.
All right, bro. Hopefully you can call us next week. I appreciate you chiming in, man.
Yeah, Brett, good information, man. Thanks, brother.
I'll get those numbers for you.
All right, bud. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, I went down there looking for a house for myself back in 2012, and it is a daunting task.
I bet it's pretty intimidating. If it's something you haven't done before,
it's kind of cool. Everyone has
From 2008
kind of be fed to the wolves.
till
there.
probably 2014, we would buy 10 to 15 a month down there and flip them and fix
it's
them up.
all about viewing the property and seeing what the condition is before you bid.
You can buy a good property when the market's going down or going up, as long as you buy it cheap and you sell it cheaper than the other
It's a
ones.
full-time job, though.
And
You have to do your research.
And you better do it fast. I mean, every day is
Right.
money. You can't be buying a house, especially if the market's going down, and think you're going to flip it. You better do all your recon work and everything.
They give
done
you like a
within
couple
several
weeks and notice in advance to go view the properties, right?
No,
you don't.
You get the
you don't
list
get
the
to
day
see 'em.
before, bro.
Yeah,
You got to go
This
down
is
there.
sight unseen.
No, you're
Well,
6
no,
in
you
the
can-
morning looking at them.
You can
7 in the
see
morning driving
the
around.
notice
looking.
of defaults, and then there is a system where you can get an early view, like if you know there's a tranche. But you're right.
Will they let
it's
you
just-
in?
No,
You don't go in. You
How
just
it works
see
is
outside.
the day
right?
before you'll get a list of the trustee cells, right?
How many houses
and
you break
and you'll
into?
get an opening bid. So what you have to do is do your homework the night before and go, okay, I want to bid on these 15. So you run your numbers and know where you're going to bid. Then you got to get in the car at 6 in the morning and go look at these houses. And you got to be aggressive. I mean, we're knocking on doors, talking to owners, them yelling at us. If you're really nice and polite and you just let them know your business and what you're doing, the owner may let you in. If you talk to them about, look, we're going to give you 30 days to move. We're going to give you some reload money. They're pretty accommodating with you. then, I mean, you're doing anything you can because there's 5 or 6 other guys right behind you or before you looking at that house.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it is exciting. And then if it's vacant, you're trying to get into the property. You're jumping over
You're
fences.
looking for open windows.
Dude, one time, I'm not even kidding you. There's 2 cul-de-sacs that were the same. And I went in the backyard of this house and it was the wrong street versus avenue. And a guy walks out his back door and
Ready to
looks at
shoot
me
you? Dude, he
and
looked at
goes,
me and shoot
"What are you doing in my backyard?" Like really calmly. And I looked, I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Is this so-and-so?" And he goes, "No." So yeah, you can get into some real problems, but you have to be aggressive. You have to go out there. And
So what Aaron's saying is you have to trespass to really get a good
pretty
deal.
much, yeah.
Open
Way to
season, basically.
God bless you.
There's a couple of times I used to put notices on doors because I didn't want all the other guys behind me. And I would
Say
put a
sold.
notice that it was
Dirty
condemned
scoundrel.
and there was slab damage, anything to get no one to bid on the property. I mean, there's some tricks in the trade, man. Let
We
me
had some
tell you.
nuclear radiation stickers. If they were on
Oh,
a good
it was
one,
a great
Aaron. I
time,
like
dude.
that.
It was a great time. I
All
loved
right,
it.
good stuff. Great segment. Let's keep this going. In the next segment, we're going to talk to Dennis Schultz.
Yes, sir.
What are we talking about, Schultz? The voice
Refinancing.
of reason. The refinancing.
Refi. Good
Everybody's
subject.
favorite. Everybody's favorite topic, besides Little Poppy and the couch.
Because I want to know how much it costs. That's the big thing when people refinance. Like my buddy the
We're
other
gonna
day, go,
talk
how
about-
much it costs?
We're going to talk about TRID, actually.
Ooh,
No,
you know what's
do we
funny
have
is
to?
TRID started Saturday. And I totally forgot to talk about it last week. Probably the biggest thing that's happened in the mortgage industry and real estate since
The terribly
And if you-
ridiculous, incredible disclosure.
If you don't know about TRID, she's a real butterface.
Yeah, she is. All right, let's cut to a break, guys. Let's get some calls going though. 733-KXNT. 733-596. What is this?
This
Is
is easy,
Oh,
Dennis.
boy.
It's like soap
$100
opera
bucks
music.
to Fleming Steakhouse. Come on. That doesn't get you to call in this music. Well.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
577-2600 is the office phone number.
Please call us.
Come on, we're gonna paint
We
a
want
happy
you
tree
to
for you.
call
right now.
us.
All right, we'll be back after this. You listen to Real Estate Live, baby, on 840 AM.
Real Estate
KXNT.
Live.
Love you,
All right,
baby.
KXNT Talk Radio 840 AM has your presidential debate from start to finish. Plus, pre- and post-debate discussion with local leaders and hosts Heidi Harris and Alan Stock. Tuesday from 5 to 9 p.m., sponsored by the 18th Annual Bauer Golf Tournament at Wild Horse Golf Course.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
you want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylor, and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. It's like tiny nails in the air poke my lungs. I start to cough. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital.
Today, 1 out of 13 children suffer from some form of asthma, accounting for nearly 1/3 of all emergency room visits.
I feel like I'm choking. It's kind of like an elephant is on my chest. A little whistle sound comes out when I breathe.
But while your child may suffer from asthma, asthma doesn't have to make your child suffer. There are simple ways you can prevent your child's next attack. To learn more, call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. That's 1-866-662-8822. Log on to www.noattacks.org or call your doctor, because even one attack is one too many.
I feel like a fish with no water.
Brought to you by the EPA, the Ad Council, and this station.
Russo's Pizza Kitchen on Rainbow and Tropicana presents an authentic Italian restaurant where you and your kids can make their own pizza. That's right, you can have your next birthday party at Russo's Pizza Kitchen, and the kids can make their own pizza at your table. Chef Tony Russo sets the bar high, cooking some of the best Italian food at an affordable price. Russo's Pizza Kitchen specializes in all kinds of Italian dishes, from their legendary calzones to the rich cannoli desserts. Chef Russo can also get daring in the kitchen with a half calzone and half pizza hybrid. Russo's Pizza Kitchen has a neighborhood feel, so you can wear your comfy casual clothes and bring your whole family. Russo's Pizza Kitchen has a great daily $4.95 pizza and soda lunch special and uses only the best, freshest ingredients. Mention Vegas Nonstop and get a complimentary soda. That's Russo's Pizza Kitchen, Rainbow and Tropicana. Visit their website at russospizzakitchenlasvegas.com or call 702-489-4444. That's 489-4444. Russo's Pizza Kitchen at Rainbow and Tropicana.
Coming up on Monday's Alan Stock Show, we'll get reactions of Marco Rubio's visit to our town and take a look at what the hot issues might be in Tuesday night's Democrat presidential debate being held right here in Las Vegas. A big political week ahead, and we'll score it all on the Alan Stock Show's afternoon drive from 3 to 6 on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
Hey now. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
All right, welcome back, Las Vegas. This is Dennis Schultz with Nova Home Loans with News Talk 840 AM KXNT. Sitting here next to me, shotgun, is A-Town, Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. Dustin, he's out of the building. He's cooking for our event tonight. We're going to do a UNLV tailgater. And so he's off to the, what do you call that? Master chef position.
We're going to be a little more calmer now. Dustin left the building. It's going to be a little
we're going to fire it up. We're going to get some calls here. You know why?
All right, let's get fired up.
Because we're giving away $100.
Fleming's, $100.
But you have to call in.
What number?
733-KXNT, 733-5968. Or if you want to reach us in the office and book that appointment for that mortgage tune-up, or talk to Aaron Taylor about a short sale or purchasing a new home.
Traditional sale.
Give us a call in the office, 577-2600. 577-2600. People are standing by right now to take your call. So, Aaron,
what do you want to talk about, Dennis?
Last week, we had a humongous rainstorm, and Monday, we had a golf event for the GLVAR.
Greater Las Vegas Board of Realtors.
It was like
golf
a scramble,
event.
Right?
It was a 4-man scramble. We won again.
So, and that's what I want to talk about. There's some controversy going on.
Our score?
Yeah, your score is,
our score was solid.
I'm hearing from, rumblings in the golfing community.
Oh, the haters?
That there's no way A-Town.
We could shoot a 50
with his. You were
with
enjoying yourself
finger
out there.
and all
broken
my
finger
booze that we drank.
You were merry on the mead. And,
we had shots before we got to the first hole.
Okay.
And we did fantastic. But you got to know who I'm playing with. I mean, I'm playing with Mitch.
You have some key players.
Who's going to be on the tour. He's trying to make the tour. And then we're playing with Coach, who used to play on the European tour. So par fives become like par fours, and par fours, there were some holes where we were on the green in two.
That's what I heard.
I mean, in one.
So you were sandbagging professionals, basically.
Well, they're buddies of mine. I mean, we play all the time. And then I'm not a bad stick myself. So
that's smart.
It could happen. And then you get 16 mulligans, for Pete's sake.
And then I heard afterwards you opened the bar up, and
that was probably a mistake. I did open bar for everybody in the room, and then I got my bill on the way out. And that was a big mistake.
You crawled out.
Now
you're here with us.
I'm here with you. Yeah, but hey, let's talk about inventory.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about inventory. Where it's at. It's increasing a little bit. It hasn't moved much from last week.
Not leaps and bounds, but it's sustaining the level right now, right?
Yeah, I like where it's at, actually.
Where's it at?
I really do.
Give me the numbers.
Let me see here.
We're talking about single-family homes.
Single-family homes on the market, 7,808, and condos and townhouses, 1,761. for a total of 9,670, which is not too far off from last week. So the fourth quarter, we're going to hit the 10,000. I would almost say in the next month
but
or
we're not
so.
going to explode to like 11 or 12,000 this year.
I don't think so. No, we're really going to. And then usually the light bulb turns on about mid-January for us. So that's going to really give us a lot of information on where we're going to go for 2016.
I got to think a lot of people want to try to move before the end of the year, though, right? Isn't there a mad rush of people that want to move in before Christmas?
They would love to be in their new house
before the
Christmas,
holidays, so they can have family over. And
yep.
And I hear from other renters that around right now is a time that people are relocating just in rentals as well. So I think with that mad rush, we're definitely going to be probably consistently at 3,000 units sold each month.
Right.
Right.
And if you're in a rental right now and you're thinking about purchasing a home and you're in a lease until December, January, February, now's the time to look. Now's the time to start, because you're going to get a free local move when you purchase a house and use our buyer's agents, the real estate guys team. And you use, and you can use Nova Home Loans to do your loan. Now's the time to start looking.
Right.
And with that great program that you have, I mean, a $200,000 house on that program, you need how much money?
The Nevada bond, home as possible.
I love that. What do you need? $1,500?
Actually, you only have to come up with 0.5% for the down payment.
So you need $1,000.
So that which is what it usually costs to move anyways, right? To go rent somewhere.
Right. So
with
if
security deposits and all that stuff.
If you're paying rent of $900 to $1,500 a month and you think your credit's not the best, you have some medical collections, or don't worry about that. Come in, give us a call in the studio at 733-5968. Or the people we have standing by to take your call at 577-2600, and give it a shot. I mean, when I bought my first house when I was a young guy, I didn't think I deserved to own a house. And I didn't know that I would even qualify on my income. And then I went and talked to somebody and realized
you got enlightened. You met with a professional.
They told me that my FICO score wasn't the best, but it was good enough to purchase a home.
They discussed some options for you.
Yep. And I got some help and I bought a house. And I tell you, that first house I bought at $99,000. When I stood in front of it, when I closed, man, I was on top of the world.
Yours, baby.
And it was cheaper than my rent.
The beginning of the A-Town legacy.
1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $99,000 off Ann Road when it was dirt.
That's kind of where I live.
The freeway didn't even go out there.
I remember that.
Yep.
I'm from Vegas.
And I stood there thinking, this is my castle. I loved it.
And that's all it takes. It takes that first initial step, right? Meeting with Nova Home Loans. If you have imperfect credit, we have credit services department. We're going to analyze your FICO score. All you need is a 640 for this down payment assistance program. If you have your own money, guess what? You can get in at 580 FICO score, 600. Now, it's very important, though, even though we're going to do the financing, Aaron, working with a professional top agent like yourself is critical in negotiations. A lot of the times we get people that come in or call the show and we ask them, do you have an agent? No, they call off of a listing sign, and now that listing agent, took over. It's really imperative, Aaron. And most of all of your team members, they're on top of their game.
They're on top of the game. They have a lot of experience in what they're doing.
Great customer service.
Thousands of homes collectively, 4,000 myself. And the bottom line is we care about our client. We want return business. We don't want to just put them in a house, sell it to them, collect a commission, and be done. We want them to tell their family and friends. We want to have a housewarming party for them and meet all their friends. And we want to get referrals from them down the line. So we really care about every single individual that we help. And being an investor myself, I mean, I own my company.
Yep.
We have close to 100 agents. I have 7 agents on my team. I'm an investor myself. We care about every property that our client purchases. We don't just stick them in anything. And if it's a house that they like and we don't think it's the right location or the right price, we're going to let them know. We're going to tell them what our professional opinion is. So
it's not a slam bam, thank you, man. It's a white glove concierge service.
We coddle them like
Right.
like babies because they don't do this every day. We do this every single day. We live and we breathe it. And
It's stressful for people that are moving.
Very stressful.
And if they don't have a professional on their side that can keep them focused and show them the light at the end of the tunnel, and so like we know we're going to go here, it's going to be okay. And that's what you guys do. You paint that picture. We get them the financing.
Yeah,
Lo and behold,
and we know. I mean, I know these communities. Don't think you kind of know Sun City, Summerlin. I've sold hundreds of homes in Sun City, Summerlin. So talk to us and let us walk you through the clubhouses and tell you what's going on with the communities and all the construction issues maybe that community had over the years and what's fixed and what's not. And I'm just using
Sure.
Sun City, Summerlin as an example, but Anthem, Highlands, Sienna. I mean, 55, maybe I really know 55 and over communities because I'm getting there. I'm 52.
my mom's taking a look at those.
But I love those 55 and over communities. I know every single one out there and what benefits and the negatives that they all have.
My aunt lives in a gorgeous age-restricted community in Summerlin. It's a nice town. It's single story, which
Yeah.
most of them are.
Yeah, well, they
right?
all are.
They're all-
Yeah,
but
every single one is.
we want to hear from you guys. Give us a call right now, 733-5968, 733-KXNT. You do have a chance to win this $100 gift certificate for Fleming's. I mean, Aaron and I could sit here and chit chat all day, but we really want to hear your stories. Did you have a problem
I
listening?
really can't chit chat all day.
Do
Just so
you,
you know.
and so can I.
Yeah,
So do you have a problem with your current agent? Right now, Aaron, I don't know if you probably know this, obviously, but the $100,000 price range is extremely hot. I got a call the other day from one of my clients, Wayne. He's a cool dude. He's a bartender. He's like, Dennis, I put 15 offers out today. Are you seeing a ridiculous volume of buyer activity in the $100,000 range?
Well,
Aaron?
$100,000. I don't think there is anything. I mean, it's tough.
So
I mean, low
if it's
100s.
there, everyone wants it.
Well, if it's there, you got every investor and their mother, because every grandma has $100,000 under their pillow, and you got everybody and their mothers trying to buy these houses. Investors love them because the cap rate's so high. So everybody's trying to gobble these up, but I'll tell you how to get them. And here's the thing. Speaking of real estate agents, there are 13,383 active real estate agents.
And I want to do a loan for every single one of them.
You do. And I'm not saying we're the best in the world at doing real estate. There's probably a couple hundred or more great real estate agents out there.
Yeah, the 20%.
Yeah, that are really going to help you. And even the new agents. I mean, the new agents,
they're enthused.
They don't have a lot of experience, but hell, you're their only client. They're going to work hard for you.
Sure.
So give them the benefit of the doubt is what I'm saying.
Right.
And then you made a comment about, because I get it all the time. I'll get people that will call me and say, my real estate agent's not really helping me, or my real estate agent's out of town, or my real estate agent doesn't answer the phone. Agents, if you're listening, answer your phone. That's all you got to do is answer your phone, and you'll make money. But give your agent a chance, talk to them. And I think the relationship works both ways too.
Why do you think they're not answering their phones? Are they busy?
Well, everybody has a different way of doing business, and
are they part-timers?
They could be, but I think it's important for the client to tell the agent what their expectations are too. I mean, we run a business, a very professional business. If you call our hotline number, which is 702-310-MOVE, that's 702-310-6683. I would be willing to bet you $1 million that if you called that right now, someone's going to answer the phone.
Just like if they call 577-2600.
Exactly.
We have people standing
because
by.
we're professional, and if you answer the phone, you're going to make money. We want to help people. And there's good agents out there, but a lot of them don't understand. They don't have those professional business practices. And I love to teach them.
So they went to school, they learned Nevada state law. They understand the federal law regarding RESPA.
Let's hope so.
Redlining, things of that nature. They come out, they're all excited, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have customer service skills.
Yeah, just because they pass a test doesn't mean they know how to run a business or to help a client through the process.
Nor do they know, nor they may not have any marketing skills, right? On the other end, when you're listing, you have to have some marketing prowess under your belt.
Like talk to Aaron Taylor.
Yeah.
310.
It's not just a fancy sign, right?
Not a fancy yard sign. Talk to
Speaking
Aaron
of fancy, I love our new rubber bands here on our microphones. Did you notice that? KXNT stepped up and upgraded some
Dude,
of our
I can't
equipment
even
here.
see. I can't. I don't
Okay.
have my glasses on.
You need
I can't see.
the LASIK.
I didn't mention there are 1,748 active brokers as well. So you got
7,800 active.
1,748. So you
we-
have 15,000 people out there.
We're going to cut
slinging
to
real estate.
Cut to a quick break, Aaron. But we do want to hear from you. There's still a chance for you to win the $100 gift certificate to Fleming. Give us a call, 733-5968, 733-KXNT. You're listening to News Talk 840 AM KXNT. We'll be back after these words.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinated closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings accuracy and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-749-1052 to speak to one of their friendly associates or visit them at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Experience the Valley's premier open-air art festival, the Summerlin Festival of Arts, October 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in beautiful downtown Summerlin. Enjoy a free outdoor festival featuring more than 100 celebrated artists displaying a variety of fine art for purchase. A full 2-day entertainment lineup featuring performance art and live music, interactive children's activities hosted by Discovery Children's Museum, and delicious offerings from downtown Summerlin restaurants. Don't miss a cherished Summerlin fall tradition, the 20th anniversary of the Summerlin Festival of Arts, October 10th and 11th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at downtown Summerlin. For more information, visit summerlin.com. Sponsored by the Howard Hughes Corporation, Desert Companion, Land Rover Las Vegas, Cox Communications, and Fashion Trend.Vegas.
There are a ton of social networking websites, but one stands apart for a very special reason. This one saves lives. It's MatchingDonors.com. MatchingDonors.com links organ donors with people in need of kidney and other transplants. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. If you've ever considered becoming a living organ donor, or if you're someone in need of an organ transplant, visit MatchingDonors.com, home of the greatest gift of all, the gift of life, MatchingDonors.com.
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
You want a piece of me?
They're not movie tough guys, just ordinary people doing something extraordinary. They're all signed up on MatchingDonors.com, willing to donate their kidney to anyone who needs it. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. MatchingDonors.com improves those odds by finding living altruistic donors for patients desperately needing transplants. Go to MatchingDonors.com and meet some extraordinary people. That's MatchingDonors.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Perry. And Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, here for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. Yeah, you know we love it when the music does the talking.
And you know, the music stops when someone gets killed.
So never let someone you know get behind the wheel if they've been drinking. So keep it real. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
Welcome back, Las Vegas, to Real Estate Live. This is Dustin DeHart from. Oh, no, it's not. It's Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Misrepping.
840 AM Talk Radio, KXNT. Here to give you all your information about real estate, mortgages. So give us a call, 733-5968. That's 733-KXNT. We'd love to hear from you. Answer any questions you may have, or call us in the we have people standing by in the office, right?
Yes.
577-2600.
Yeah, Dustin took a little break. He went to go set up for our little tailgater. So Dennis Schultz here with Nova Home Loans filling in. Give us a call here in the studio, 733-KXNT, 733-5968. We want to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. What kind of stories do you have? It doesn't necessarily have to be in Vegas. We're broadcasting in other areas.
All over the world.
Pahrump, Mesquite. We have the
Arizona.
We're simulcasting right now on realstatelive.vegas. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your stories. Good, bad, or the ugly. 733-5968. Or you can call us in the office right now. Book that appointment for that mortgage tune-up. 577-2600. If you want to talk to Aaron Taylor, you want to sell your house, you want to buy a house, 577-2600. AT.
My wife just texted me. She goes, I know you had a break. Why didn't you call me?
Honey, Dennis and I were doing show prep.
Baby, Jackie, I'm sorry. I'm going to call you. Don't worry.
Honey, baby.
Next break, I promise.
So, Aaron, Real Estate Live. Here we are again. We're giving away $100 for the best call. Right now, the runner-up is Hamilton.
Hamilton's a great call.
We were gonna do a little pre-recorded later, but we're gonna do the power hour. We're gonna power through this thing. So we're giving away $100 of Fleming, but the only way you can win is if you call us now. 733-5968. Call us in the studio. What kind of properties do we have out there right now, Aaron?
Oh, let's talk about the property of the week. Here it goes. Let me click on it right here. All righty. We have a property.
All right.
It's East I-15 in Sahara, 6527 Frias Point Court, $179,900, 1,816 square feet. Beautiful home. Just dropped the price. Been listed less than a month.
Okay.
Clean property. There's tenants in it right now, and the tenants will stay. They'll go month to month, move out, but it's a great property.
So equity sale?
It's an equity sale. Yep. They own it outright. So if you're interested in this property, call us. We have people standing by at the 577-2600. We'll show you this house and many others. And if you do purchase this house or any other house from us and get your mortgage from Nova Home Loans, we're going to give you a free local move, $1,200 value, because we know moving sucks. We could say that on the radio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're clear on that.
I love to move, though. What are you talking about?
No, moving's great unless you have to move the stuff yourself.
No, that's horrible.
Moving is terrible. So it's a great home of the week. It's a great value. It's $99 a foot. Not too many.
That's reasonable.
Not too many homes out there
That's
less
awesome.
than $100 a foot. And the home was built in 2005, so it's a great property.
Wow,
So
that's
some
relatively
real
new.
estate agents out there, if you're listening, 6527 Frias Point Court.
Get that thing shown. Go
Yeah,
show it.
Great property. So I got a little scenario that happened this week to me.
Get some stories.
I want to talk about it on the air because I'm not too sure. Let's get comfortable here. It's going to take a few minutes,
Put
folks.
my smoking jacket.
I hope you're listening. And if you are listening and you have a suggestion, call and help me out because you can be in the running
that's
for
a
the
good
$100 from Fleming's. And again, our number 733-5968 in the studio, 733-KXNT. Give us a call and tell me if you have any suggestions about this story. So we did a short sale. We represent the seller. There's an agent that has a buyer, and it's supposed to close on Friday, on this last Friday.
Okay, so you're listing it.
I'm listing it. We represent the seller.
You're representing the seller.
The seller's doing the short sale, has no money.
Okay.
Okay. I think we might have got them a little relocation money.
All right.
They're very happy, and it's a condo that's in the Southwest.
Mm.
So it was supposed to close last Friday, and because of the bank and approving the HUD, it didn't close till Monday. The agent did their walkthrough with their clients on Friday. The house was in great shape.
Okay.
You know where I'm going with
Friday.
this, right?
Yeah.
Just this last Friday. So we get a call on Wednesday because it closed on Tuesday.
Right.
And on Wednesday, we get a phone call that there's squatters in this condo, which is crazy.
How'd they get in?
I don't know. The locks are changed, and they have to get them out.
Oh, that's weird. A condo usually has one entryway. I mean,
Right.
how do they get in?
And it was
that?
in a high visible spot, too.
I wonder if there's real estate agents doing some skullduggery out there.
Well, the lockbox was broken into, and the key was taken. So, but here's the problem. So because of the new laws that were passed,
right? The squatter laws.
The squatter laws, they were out. When the police officers finally showed up, it took them several hours to get there. Not making fun of police
didn't
officers by
produce
no
a lease.
reason, but it's not, a high.
Yeah, it's not an emergency
it's not
call where
really-
someone's getting injured.
Exactly. But when they did show up, they were very professional, and they got the squatters out.
Nice.
When the squatters moved out, the stove, the dishwasher, the microwave were all stolen, and there is some damage.
Oof.
The buyer
Their response?
wants them fixed. Who pays?
The buyer.
The seller has no money. Now the agent's calling me saying, we want you to pay for this stuff because it should have closed on Friday and the bank didn't close it till Monday, and that's not our responsibility.
Did it happen after they closed?
Don't know. Don't know if it happened Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday.
That's a dicey subject.
So who pays for it?
I think it's a coin toss,
The-
actually.
they can't. It's not our
It sounds like a
responsibility.
legal matter.
Well, it is. It's not our responsibility to have a guard standing by any house when we have it listed.
I mean, you had the property secured, so it's not like it was
secured,
wide open.
right? Now, I do feel bad for the buyer, and I feel bad for the buyer's agent. I know if I represented the buyer, I would probably assist in helping purchase a few items because that's my client, and that's what I would do. I don't know representing the seller if I necessarily feel that I should chip in and help out. I'm still toying with it because I want to do the right thing. I just don't know what the right thing is. You know, you just don't want to throw out money to people just because to throw it out
So
there.
Aaron needs your help. Call us in, help us with the subject. What do you think Aaron should do?
I mean, should I just not do anything and say, hey, it's your responsibility, you do it? Should I go to the seller, which we've talked to the seller? The seller has no money at all to
Except for
help.
his relocation money.
Well, yeah, but they relocated.
Oh, okay.
They
So
needed to
he-
relocate. So I'm not sure, but if they call me at 733-5968 and give me an idea if you can. And
That's a touchy subject because on one side, I want to say it's the buyer's responsibility, but because the agent already did the walkthrough, it should have closed. It didn't close. It was the buyer's fault.
No, it was the bank's probably.
The banks.
the buyer was ready to go.
Okay,
The
so-
bank didn't approve the HUD. So yeah, but you know what the bank's going to say? Go pound sand.
Yeah, they're
We're
gonna
not going to
say,
help
"Have
you.
a nice day," right?
Yeah, they're not going to help at all. Not at all. So yeah, it's kind of a.
That's so weird though. How do people know that? So there must be like a group of people that give that data to these squatters because how would they even know that property was even vacant or for sale?
Well,
is it
that's why sometimes-
realtor.com or something?
I don't know, realtor.com, Zillow, or maybe there's a real estate agent that's giving somebody all the vacant houses. I don't know, but hey, we got a couple callers. Let's take a caller. Maybe they can help me with my question. I don't have a name here, but
Okay,
let's
we're gonna put this one on right now. Hello, you're on Real Estate Live.
Hello.
Hi, is this Cindy?
Hi. Yes.
Hi, Cindy.
Hey, hi. I'm a realtor in town, and this happened to us about a year ago. It was an REO property. It's happened twice, actually. One in a short sale, one in an REO. One time it was vandalized the day after we closed, and the seller's insurance, not the homeowner seller, but the bank seller, ended up charging it to their insurance, so the repairs were done.
So you mean
That
it was an
only about-
insurance claim of
Exactly.
theft?
Right, and it was to the seller's insurance because
There
we
we go.
didn't know if it had happened, the day that we closed or the day after.
Right. And Cindy, so I find out who the seller's homeowner's insurance is, or
Well, because it was bank owned, it was the bank's insurance.
no,
So
it was
they
a
paid
short.
for it.
Oh, yours was, but mine's a short sale. So I should go out and talk to the seller's homeowner's insurance and have the seller file a claim.
Exactly, that's what we did, and we did the same thing on a short sale. We went to the seller's insurance. They,
Boom.
The buyer was happy to pay the deductible, and the repairs were done.
Cindy, that's great. Who do you work for,
I
Cindy?
love our community.
Remax,
Oh, how long you been in the business?
10 years,
Oh, you sound like a great agent. That was a really good solution. I appreciate you calling in.
not a problem.
Thank you, Cindy.
All right,
that
good.
was so awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, you're that's a
That just
sweetheart
helped me
call.
right there.
Cindy, we want to do your loans too.
Because I really had no clue. What do I do? But that's a great scenario. We got Tom, insurance claim. Maybe there you go.
Tom, you're on Real Estate Live.
What's up, Tom?
Aaron, it's Tom Blanchard. How are you, my friend?
Tom Blanchard, my man, running for president. What's up?
Well, I just wanted to let you guys know that Cindy had the greatest idea, and she took all my thunder.
Well, no, but
Okay.
it's
That's all you
amazing.
get.
It's sometimes the most obvious answer, and I couldn't think of it, is the right one. And providing that the seller will actually do us a favor and file the claim for the buyer, which is the right thing to do, and I think they will. I think that's what needs to be done.
Absolutely. And with the new squatter law, at least you were able to get them out quickly without having the long-term process that we've had in the past.
No, exactly. Hey, Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you got going on? Come on, what do you got?
I got nothing right now, Aaron. I got nothing. I got nothing other than, just another real estate guy like you trying to make a living.
Well, we sure did have some shots together on Monday. That was a great time, huh?
Yes, it was. Thank you very much. I appreciate that open bar, Bill. I took advantage of it, and you're a great guy. You're a great real estate agent, and I hold you in high esteem, my friend.
Well, you the same. Thanks, Tom. We really appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks.
All right.
Hey, we're going to a break.
We're cutting to a break.
Let's do it.
You're listening to News Talk 840 AM KXNT. Nova Home Loans and Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, will be back after these words.
We're out.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
The first presidential Democratic debate takes place Tuesday in Las Vegas, and News Talk 840 KXNT will provide expanded campaign 2016 coverage. At 5, Alan Stock and Heidi Harris preview the debate. Hear the entire debate starting at 5:40. And following, stay tuned for a special panel discussion featuring guests from both sides of the political aisle. Campaign 2016, sponsored by the 18th Annual Bauer Golf Tournament at Henderson Wild Horse, October 24th on News Talk 840 KXNT.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
The real estate guy.
Actor played by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Hi, my name is Dick. My house is upside down thousands of dollars. I'm depressed and angry. My neighbor bought the same home for $50,000 less. My home is supposed to be an investment and it feels like prison.
Hi, my name is Richard. I'm Dick's neighbor and purchased the same house as his for market value. Thanks to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, he completed my short sale, provided the best attorneys in the state for free, guaranteed me cash back, and paid for my move. I feel great and have a bright financial future thanks to the real estate guy.
So don't be like Dick, depressed and underwater.
Be like Richard, free of debt and living life again. Call me today, Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, at 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE. 048 Realty. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE. The real estate guy.
Which hat are you wearing right now? If you're a small business owner, you're wearing quite a few. The CBS Small Business Pulse, built in partnership with First Data, has the insights and inspiration to help your small business grow. Visit cbspulse.com.
We talk about your life and your money on The Dave Ramsey Show, weekdays from noon to 3 on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
Hey now. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
Welcome back, Las Vegas. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Nova Home Loans. I'm Dennis Schultz, loan officer, your go-to mortgage professional. Sitting here next to me is Aaron Taylor, Aaron. I like to call him A-Town, the real estate guy with 048 Realty. Here on this lovely Saturday, talking about real estate. We're here in the studio. We're giving away some money. We want to hear your calls. We had some great help the last segment before that break. Cindy helped us out. Give us a call in the studio, 733-5968, 733-KXNT. Or if you want to book that appointment, sit down with us, sit down with Aaron Taylor. We have people standing by right now in the office, 577-2600. 577-2600. Book that appointment. Come in the office, meet myself, Dustin, or Aaron, and we want to help you. We want to listen to you. So, Aaron,
we do.
Aaron, that was a great question you threw out there.
Oh, we got a lot of them. We got doozies. Will you sell 4,000 homes?
Problem solved.
I could tell you some doozies, and I tell you, we got some great real estate agents out there. I mean, it's not just me. We have a great community of realtors and brokers and A lot of them are very professional and very knowledgeable. And
that's true.
Those guys really helped me out in solving that problem, which was fantastic. Really appreciate it. And but right now, this is what we want. Let me tell you what we want right now.
Let's hear it.
All right. For the next couple callers, if you don't want to call us in the studio, I know a lot of times people are shy. They don't want to be on the radio. They get all like, red and fired and shaky and all bottled up inside about, oh my God, I want to be on the radio.
Right.
But you could call us. We have guys standing by at the 577-2600. We are in the process of putting a show together.
Nice.
Where we're going to have our own live TV show.
Hey now.
Helping out a buyer, showing them the process from working with Nova Home Loans, taking them around looking at houses, closing them, closing the deal, moving in, client party, everything that we do. And we need a couple buyers that don't mind being in front of the camera, that will volunteer.
Don't be shy now.
Don't be shy. That will help us out with this process. So if you're thinking about buying a home in the next couple, 2, 3, 4 months,
the water's warm.
You can be the person that's on our new show.
Dip your feet in.
Right. It's not like, the Property Brothers. It's not like a home show. It's actually real estate live on TV, where you're the actual live person going through the process, buying a house. And you could tell all your friends, watch us on TV. It's on blah, 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 blah. I think it's going to be great.
Wow.
We would love to hear from you. That's going to be awesome, isn't it?
I love that.
Same with the listing side. From the time we meet the client, sit down, list the house, all the marketing things that we do with the property, throwing the house on channel 48 and 108, doing the professional virtual tours, the social media, the whole 9 yards. It's all going to be on Real Estate Live, but it's actually really Real Estate Live on TV.
And right now, we're actually streaming live at realestatelive.vegas.
We are streaming live.
So if you want to see how handsome Aaron Taylor is, go ahead and visit realestatelive.vegas.
You better look at an old real estate picture.
I mean, I like that one picture of you. So a couple of new things that we didn't talk about last segment is the new Truth in Lending RESPA integration disclosure.
Oh my God, everybody's
the
going to
terribly
turn the radio.
ridiculous, incredible disclosure is what I like to call it. So we're going to talk more about that. It's a little, there's some semantics to it. There's some changes on our end that kind of makes it a bear to work with, but we're working through those measures. And we're going to go over that because it will delay closings, Aaron. I mean, you probably haven't had that affect you yet, but it's going to be a factor, and we need to deal with it. We may need to extend some escrows, right?
We
because
might have to.
There's some waiting period. So,
but it benefits the buyer, though,
right?
I mean, it is all about the buyer. I mean, really,
yeah.
right?
It's just the way they disclose the information. So we're going to talk about that after this break. I think we have to cut to a break here. You're listening to Real Estate Live. This is Dennis Schultz with Nova Home Loans, here with Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, on News Talk 840 AM. KXNT will be back after these words.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings accuracy and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-749-1052 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit them at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
The most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
KXNT AM North Las Vegas and KXNT FM HD2 Henderson, a CBS radio station.
CBS News, I'm Gary Nunn. Rain is adding more frustration to the misery of flooded South Carolina. People there are being advised to stay home today as scattered rains continue in some areas. Governor Nikki Haley says 336 roads and bridge closures have included a section of I-95 south of Florence.
The transit system was restored to Route 47, which is in Lower Richland. More good news, we have no issues with any of our pipelines. We have no issues with any of our airports. We have no issues with the ports.
17 dams have been damaged. CBS News correspondent David Begnaud is in the town of Andrews, South Carolina.
We had to take a boat ride to see the devastation. First with Scooter Gatson, who's lived in his house for 5 years. Have you seen flooding like this in this area before?
Never.
We then met up with the Andrews Police Chief, Canara Capers, and State Senator Ronnie Sabb. We floated down local Highway 41, which is now under 16 feet of water.
Earlier today, some areas around Columbia, South Carolina, got an inch of rain in 15 minutes. Now to Ankara, Turkey. From Peace Rally to Killing Field. First one bomb explosion, then minutes later another near the city's main train station. 97 known dead, 180 injured. Sky News reporter Shireen Tadros.
The fact that the Prime Minister is saying that these were suicide bombers does start to point the finger more at the Islamic State, because that's really their hallmark. And when we look at the attacks that took place in June and July here in southern Turkey, also at pro-Kurdish rallies, those were also suicide bombers. So certainly fingers will be pointed towards the direction of the Islamic State.
There have been no claims of responsibility for the explosions today in Turkey. 20 years ago, it was called the Million Man March. It attracted thousands to Washington. Today, it's the Justice or Else March. Thousands gathered on the National Mall from the Capitol to Washington Monument, calling for change and reform in black communities around the country. Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan, who spearheaded the first march in 1995, among those who addressed the crowd today. President Obama on a campaign swing in the West, telling a fundraiser in San Francisco something must be done to prevent the kind of gun massacre seen with growing frequency in this country. The president said it is not normal.
We don't have to have young boys in Oakland getting shot every day. We don't have to have kids in classrooms feeling threatened because somebody's got an AK-47. We don't need to have that. That's a choice we make.
Later, he will continue his appointed political rounds in Los Angeles. Just in, an Army officer is recommending that Sergeant Bo Bergdahl face a lower court martial and be spared the possibility of jail time for leaving his post in Afghanistan 6 years ago. This is CBS News.
You've been thinking about switching to solar. Don't wait much longer or you'll miss out on this year's federal tax credit. Move quickly because the tide is turning. Solar power is becoming a threat to big energy profits. In fact, some power companies are even pushing for extra fees to make up for lost revenue. Warning, you must have your solar system up and running by midnight December 31st or you'll miss out on this year's federal tax credit. Energy prices are expected to increase by as much as 40% in the near future. Go solar now with no down payment, interest, or payments for a whole year. You can afford it because we finance. Get your government money and save big every month. Big Energy is getting nervous and the door of opportunity is about to slam shut. Paying $150 a month or more on energy bills? Then call 1-800-MY-SOLAR now for a free in-home assessment. 1-800-MY-SOLAR.
My home, my savings, 1-800-MY-SOLAR.
International attention is being focused on an unusual piece of art created in the nation's midsection. The story from WIBW reporter Ryan Hedrick in Topeka, Kansas.
One of the true heavyweights in cultural arts has been dead for almost 4 decades, but Topeka-born African-American artist Aaron Douglas still has a profound impact on the arts community.
Just having the mural here in this park gave dimension to this neighborhood.
Journalists from Italy are spending the week in Topeka, Kansas to cover a mural illustrating the struggles of slavery and the triumphs of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Definitely should be proud of that.
We are told the documentary being created is geared toward European travelers. Ryan Hedrick for CBS News, Topeka, Kansas.
Michigan State Police say a trooper in Cato Township shot and killed a man who struck a deputy with a crossbow. Investigators are looking into the circumstances of the incident northeast of Grand Rapids. At least 17 people have been killed in eastern China. A liquefied gas container blew up inside a restaurant during lunchtime. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to begin? Do you fear your job is in jeopardy, or is your business income reduction keeping you awake at night? We're in the best time in 25 years to make a fortune in real estate without using your money or credit. My name is Ron LeGrand, and I've taught 500,000 people to do just that and personally bought hundreds of houses myself. If you'll call 800-473-7178, 24 hours, and leave your information, I'll send you the first 500 callers my hot new CD, Foreclosure Fortunes, and my best-selling book to help you get started absolutely free. I'll show you how to build a six-figure income part-time with no previous experience and no license, even if you're a busy professional. Call 800-473-7178, 24 hours, and get my new book and CD. That's 800-473-7178. Take your life back and make this your best year ever. Call 800-473-7178.
Get your information while it's happening. We're the only station saying what you're thinking. This is News Talk 840 KXNT.
The proceeding is a paid program from the advertiser. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the show's participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KXNT or CBS Radio.
Dustin, what's up?
Hey, Kevin. How are you?
Dustin, I'm great. Thank you, buddy, for asking me. I'm actually doing good today.
Fantastic.
Phenomenal. Or is it phenomenal?
No.
This is Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans. You can ask Dustin and his guests any real estate questions. Call 733-KXNT. That's 733-5968. Real Estate Live is brought to you by Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, Linear Title and Closing, and Nova Home Loans. Now, Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
All right, we're back. Real Estate Live, News Talk 840 AM KXNT. This is Dennis Schultz with Nova Home Loans, filling in for Dustin DeHart, taking a much-needed break, hooking up our tailgater party we're going to have later on this afternoon. Here in the studio with me is Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, A-Town, talking about real estate. We want to hear from you. You know why? Because we're giving away money. How much money were we giving away, Aaron?
$100. Fleming.
$100.
Hey, was that Ross Perot that was on that advertising? It sounded like Ross Perot and giving out 8-tracks or something.
Forget about it.
Where the hell did that guy come from anyways?
Listen, we want to
Don't play that anymore. I'm leaving the studio right now. I can't hear that anymore.
Speaking of studio,
I know it's KXNT, whatever. I can't hear it.
This show
just can't do it.
Is made with our callers.
I don't want to hear that crap anymore.
We want to hear from you.
I can say crap, right?
Yes.
That's legal.
All right. Because that was, come on, Ross Perot giving me a free 8-track and he bought
Yeah, we want to hear the listeners. Give us a call, 733-5968, 733-KXNT. Give us a call in the studio. We want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly, or something funny, or something to talk about. Actually, what we're really looking for is we want you to book that appointment. We want you to call us in the office, 577-2600. Come in, sit down with Dustin, sit down with myself, sit down with Aaron Taylor to list your property. If it's underwater, let's get that sucker short sold. Don't go into foreclosure. Let Aaron Taylor get you some relocation money. If you want to buy a new property, give us a call, 577-2600. We will go out there and have Aaron. Matter of fact, Aaron and I, and this has been big. Actually, this is really big news. Huge. This is so big. A new venture for Real Estate Live.
Is it like big like when your girlfriend says, hey, that's big?
No.
Or is it big like in, wow, this is the biggest thing since the microwave?
It depends how big her hands are, okay? Her hands. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is...
Just wondering how big it really was. Oh, here it goes. We're going to find out.
We're interviewing. What are we interviewing for, Aaron? We have some slots available. For what?
All right, this is what we got going on, everybody out there. You need now. John told me that people have been calling in the office. He told me several people called the last segment.
John Fromey.
Yep. He's trying to get him to call in the studio, but people are shy.
Right.
But if you call 733-5968, Real Estate Live reality show. We need 5 people, buyers or sellers, for Real Estate Live reality show.
5 slots available.
5 slots.
Interviewing candidates.
Now, it's not scripted. It's not like the ones you see on TV that's scripted where they tell you what to say and not to say. Obviously, if you listen to our radio show,
It's not scripted.
there's nothing scripted on this damn
Show
show.
prep is basically the 8 to 5 grind.
Yeah, it's a little breakfast in the morning. Let's talk some shop and have some fun. So 5 people, 733-5968, a buyer or seller to go on Real Estate Live reality show.
TV show.
Going through the process. A
Not
TV
radio show.
This is a TV show.
A video.
That will show you during the process, and you have to have a good sense of humor because I may show up in a G-string or something to introduce myself.
Whoa.
You never know what could happen.
I don't want to be there.
It's got to be funny.
On.
All right, sorry, Mark. It's got to be a little comical too because life's too short. I might be dead tomorrow.
I'll moonwalk into the
Who knows?
office,
I
right?
could be.
With
Life's
your
too
paperwork.
short. You got to just have fun.
I'm just kidding.
So even though if you're going to buy a house or sell a house, you still want the process to be fun because it's very stressful. You got to make light of it.
And with with Real Estate Live television show.
Oh, you're going to get to see the real deal.
Oh yeah,
You're going to
see
get
it.
to see Dustin's muscles.
That's right. When Dustin gets up from his desk, his arms are so big he has to go sideways through his door.
Oh, he's got huge muscles. He makes his things move.
I remember Dustin wanted to wrestle me one time. Like, dude, I'm not wrestling you, bro. You're gonna squash me.
He was kind of
Forget
cranky
about it.
today. He was scaring me.
No, he was busy. He's got stuff to do. So
He's a cranky pants.
we're gonna have a little cocktail later. We're gonna talk shop and loosen up. So let's talk about this again, Aaron. You're gonna be instrumental in this process of the interviewing the clients, right? Because we want to show
me and Dustin.
We want to show and me
and
right?
Dennis.
I want to get in there
and Little Poppy.
Is
he even here?
Yeah,
I got off the couch now. Yeah.
Okay, he's still here. So the only way you can qualify for the Real Estate Live show is to give us a call, 577-2600, or you can call us in the studio and throw your hat into the ring and see if
Now,
if you got
John
what it
has
takes.
several already that threw their hats on the ring, but we're not letting them get away with that.
Okay.
Because if you can't call the show and say, hey, I'm buying a house. I want to be on the new Real Estate Live TV show, the reality show.
Right.
I want to interview for it. You got to, you got to call us here in the studio and talk to us about it.
Speaking of calls, we have a call from Chris here. Chris, you're on Real Estate Live with Nova Home Loans and 048 Realty.
Hi, this is Chris. I just had a question for the market changes so much here recently, and I'm trying to figure out online where I'd be able to find out what my true home. I've been to Zillow and a couple other websites, and they seem high to me.
Zillow is 100% accurate, Chris. Come on, man. No, I'm just kidding. No.
No, actually, you know what, Chris? Zillow, it is kind of factual, but it just doesn't account for like lot size, upgrades, golf course views, market trends, things like that. But it will give you kind of a ballpark. But if you call the and I have your phone number here too, but you can call the office at 577-2600. If you give us your address, I could do a CMA for you. I could tell you over the phone in person.
The question is, though, Chris, why do you want to know the value? Are you looking to refinance or sell?
Well, no. So I'm in like the low threes. I have a VA loan, and I bought my house about 5 years ago. So I wasn't at the very bottom end of the market, brand new house built, but I was pretty low. So I only owe about $228 on a house built in North Las Vegas. It's 3,130 square feet, 2 master bedrooms. And I was just kind of looking. I'm not always going to stay in Vegas. I like Vegas, but I'm from the East Coast, and I've been curious to see, when the market has changed and turned, and when what it's actually worth now because it was under for so long.
Aaron Taylor,
right? And once I give you a call and you give me your address, I'll let you know what your house is worth. But I will tell you this, Chris, and you know this. How long you been in town?
5 years. I'm military, and I just retired out of Nellis.
Okay, so what affects the market change is what our supply and demand is, and there's a lot of things that affect the inventory. But what I look at is how much inventory we have affects how many buyers or sellers that we have, and right now we have about just under 10,000 homes for sale. It's not a lot, but it is rising. If that number gets to about 13 to 15,000, you're going to probably see a lot of neighborhoods start to decline a little bit. The really nice communities will hold their own, but you'll start to see a dip. So a scenario that I like to give is back in 2004, in that summer when the market just took off, we only had about 2,500 homes on the market at any given time. So whether you needed a real estate agent or not, you could stand in front of your house and just say for sale, and people were going to run at you and tell you they wanted your house. Now, in 2008 was the opposite. In 2008, we had 33,000 homes for sale, 33,000 houses.
Yikes.
So in 2008, in a matter of months, people had to jock for position, right, Chris, to sell their house. So they had to keep trying to drop it below the next one, and it went down so fast, man. I couldn't believe my eyes. So there's a big scenario. Now, what happened to us in the last 3 years is that in 2011 and 12, we had about 5,000 or 6,000 homes on the market, which gave us that 30% spike. And that's why your home has probably went up considerably over the last 3 years.
Yeah, you probably made 100,000 plus.
And now that the inventory is starting to increase,
Slightly.
that's what affects the slowdowns. Now
but also, Aaron, you have to consider the price point as well. Right?
Yeah, and the price point. But high end always kind of reacts a little bit later than the lower end homes. And there's a lot of compensating factors that affect the inventory, which that could be like a whole nother show. But the bottom line is, if you have a little bit of inventory and a lot of buyers, the prices are going to go up. If you have a high amount of inventory and not too many buyers, the prices are going to go down.
So here's my take on this trend, okay? Because we're seeing on the credit wise, we're seeing people come around, like Dustin said, boomerang buyers.
Right.
There is a tidal wave of people who are coming out of foreclosure, who are coming out of bankruptcy, who are now available to get into the market with an FHA loan, with a conventional loan. The 7 years has passed, the 4 years has passed for short sale or an FHA short sale, which is 3 years. So there's a ton of demand of people that are going to come out of the woodworks, Chris. So to answer your question, the price point is really going to be a factor for you.
Yeah, when I give you the value, know what the value is today and know where inventory is around 10,000. And depending on what you want to do over the next 2 or 3 years, my personal opinion, I don't see our market going up very much.
It can't.
Over the next year or two, not too much more.
Affordability is a factor.
Yeah,
Chris.
I just don't see it. So, but what
now,
I will
hold on, really quick though. If they come out with these crazy loan programs again, then you might see it get out of control.
Yeah.
But
And if they build the
high-speed
train that's coming from LA. Chris, you know about that train that's coming from LA to Vegas?
I didn't hear about the one from LA. I knew the one that was supposedly coming from Barstow for a while.
Right. Well, yeah, it's Baker or whatever. I forget what the actual
Baker,
entry was.
That's going to be a good train. But hey, anyways, Chris, call us at the studio, 577-2600. If you don't, we have your phone number. You're in the running today for $100 for Fleming, so we really appreciate your call. And when I call you and give you that CMA, if you're interested in possibly selling your house, going on the Real Estate Live reality show,
TV show,
let us know. You'd be a great candidate for it.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the info, guys, for sure. And I'll give you guys a call.
Thanks for listening, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Good call.
If you want to get a shot to be on Real Estate Live television show, you should give us a call, 577-2600. I think we're going to cut to a quick break. You're listening to Real Estate Live on News Talk 840 AM KXNT. We'll be back after these words.
Jersey Electric and Solar is right now offering 0 down with fixed rates as low as 1.99% and up to 20-year fixed payments. Call us for a free quote today. 877-43-SOLAR. Nevada license number 52193.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings accuracy and turnaround turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-749-1052 to speak to one of their friendly associates, or visit them at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
you want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
The time to do a short sale is now. Aaron Taylor here, the real estate guy. Here are a few urgent reasons why you should short sell your home today. This may be the last year the banks are releasing you of the deficiency balance. Banks are getting tighter and tighter, starting to require sellers to contribute money. Also, it could be the last year to receive relocation money, up to $10,000. This may be the last year we guarantee cash back. And lastly, we provide the best attorneys in the state of Nevada, all at no cost to you. We have completed thousands of short sales with over 21 years of experience. Go to AaronTaylorTheRealEstateGuy.com and check out our reviews. Call today, 702-310-6683. That's 702-310-MOVE, 702-310-6683. 048 Realty. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live United. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what Living United feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
I'm Heidi Harris. Join me for the Heidi Harris Show coming up Monday, 6 to 9. Among my guests will be Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters, Fox News strategic analyst. We're going to talk about what Putin's really doing in Syria. Is he really going after ISIS? All that and more. Join me at 6 a.m. Monday for the Heidi Harris Show.
You're live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
Welcome back, Las Vegas. This is Real Estate Live. I'm Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy, sitting here with Dennis Schultz, the voice of reason from Nova Home Loans. This is 840 AM Talk Radio, here answering all your mortgage questions and all your real estate questions. We've been doing this, folks, for a little bit over 4 years now, 3 hours on Saturday. We have about 32 minutes to go, and we would love to hear from you in the studio. Now, we were talking just a minute ago about our Real Estate Live reality show that we're putting in place. If you want to qualify for it, being a buyer or a seller, and get a free local move when you use Nova Home Loans and the real estate guy, call us here in the studio, 733-5968. That's 702-733-5968. John in the office has said we've had many calls today. People are a little shy.
Book that appointment.
Yeah, book the appointment. They're booking the appointments, but you got to call on the show because we need to hear from you. Make sure that you're not afraid to talk on a radio show.
That's right.
I mean, you got to give us a call, 733-5968.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
We do want to hear from you. Now,
Mark, I have a quick question. Does Heidi Harris sit in this office?
She does. She sits in your chair.
Wow.
Heidi Harris. Heidi ho!
Weekday
right.
6 to 9.
So, news, excuse me, KXNT, Real Estate Live, like Dustin said, he's been doing this for a long time. And really, the callers make the show. You know, Aaron had a problem with some squatters that stole some property out of a condo, and boom, we got it handled. I mean, you Aaron, with that one question, you probably helped, I don't know, 100+ people, because that's very, very common. The squatter theft. I'm sure that's not anything new. So,
well, we get a lot of houses. I mean, just houses. We have quite a few listings.
Mhm.
A lot of them are vacant, and once we list the property and it's vacant, we don't have a security guard that goes by the house every night and
You
checks
can't.
on it.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, we don't. Now we show our properties and we check on them. We go by every week or two and make sure they're secure, but we can't sit there every hour of the day and watch them. And there's so many times that we see air conditioners that are stolen and pool equipment that's stolen. And
Do you still have the super keys? Is that still the?
yeah, we use our iPhones now.
Oh, it's a phone.
Yeah, it's
thing.
pretty cool.
That's
the
how long
iPhones,
it's been
yeah.
since I've.
But
had the
sometimes
license.
we have a mechanical lockbox on there for contractors or other things. The key is when we list the property, one of the protectors we put in place is as we list the property and it's vacant and we put flyers in the box, we go to the neighbors and we introduce ourselves. Now we
so they
introduce
can kind of keep an eye out on the property.
Exactly. Now we introduce ourselves to the neighbors for a couple reasons. Number one is we want to ask them if they know anybody in real estate, and
That
if
wants
they
to sell.
don't, if they don't, can we be their real estate people in the future? So we always ask them that. Most of them say, no, we don't. We love to hear from you. We put them in our database and we talk to them. The other reason is we want to let them know there's going to be some additional traffic going around the house. And if you see anybody that looks a little fishy,
That's smart.
Please give us a call our signs and let us know. And
Little community awareness.
oh yeah,
movement.
and since we've been doing that, it's really helped out tremendously. The theft has gone down, 100%. And so it doesn't happen as often anymore, but it does happen.
So I want to talk about really quick interest rates. Right.
Tell me about
we
interest
had a
rates.
huge,
Are they still
huge
2.2?
rally. No, we had a huge rally the last couple of weeks. People are calling us and locking in their loans. Now's a good time to take a look at that refinance, especially if you have a VA loan. Aaron, did you know if you had a VA loan, you can do 100% cash out refi?
Did not know that.
So this might be a good opportunity for a would-be investor if you've got some equity and you want to increase your portfolio. You could do a refinance cash out on your primary, take 20% and plop it down on that investment property and get in the game, right? I mean, how else would you acquire more real estate? I mean, you're basically leveraging your existing property. Do you recommend that? Is that something you don't like to see? Or
I recommend that if the intentions are right, if you're thinking about an investment property the right way, and a lot of the mistake that was made back in 04, 05, and 06 was people were buying investment properties to flip, and that's fine and dandy, but I really think an investment property should be something you buy and you hold for a long time.
Well, there's a big difference between what happened back then and now, because a lot of the programs that existed in that time period
right
have gone away. So you can't get into a property
with zero down,
stated income, working as
Yeah.
a maid, and you make 70,000. So that kind of environment has completely evaporated. You have to show your income documents. They're gonna do a drive report. They're gonna check. They're gonna call the IRS and get your tax transcripts directly from the IRS. I mean, there's so many microscopes looking at these loans now. So I don't think people are gonna get hurt like that, Aaron, because they have to qualify for the payment. They have to be up now.
and you have to put 20%.
Yeah, and when you buy an investment property, though, we do give you credit for some of the rent, right? So that'll help you qualify. But essentially, you have to be able to make those payments. And,
Right.
And I think that's a great way to get people in the game and add to their portfolio. I mean, right now, fourplexes. I don't know if you're selling any of those. I know some of them are kind of
I
beat
have
up.
one right now. That's a great price, actually.
Well, how much?
It's a fixer-upper. It's on Stewart,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 169. It's a fourplex.
How many square feet?
3,000.
Wow.
Uh,
That's like
two
almost
of 'em-
$60 a square foot.
Two of them are already rented at $450 a piece. So if you rent all four, that's going to be $1,800 that you're going to generate a month for 169. But it needs about 15,000 in work.
Like what? Carpet and stuff? Or?
Yeah, carpet, paint the outside. I mean, it needs some work, but it's a great little investment property. But speaking of investment properties,
yeah,
I want to talk about, because you guys helped me with something not too long ago
As
on a
we always
property,
do.
because you always do, on a property that I bought, and this is the scenario
'Cause we're
that
the best.
that I like to make, because you're the best. I buy a house, it's $150,000.
Right.
I put 20% down.
Mhm.
I think my payment is about $750. or 800. I can't remember what it was. 750, let's say $800.
All right.
I'm renting the place out for $1,100 a month. Now, I bought it for 150.
A little bit of cash flow.
Right. I'm going to take the 1,100 that I get every single month, and I'm going to give it all to the bank. Not just the 800, but the 1,100.
So you're gonna basically overpay. You're gonna increase the payoff time. Or excuse me. You're gonna decrease the payback period, right? So
I'm going to give 3 extra payments at least a year.
So that'll definitely cut you down to 15 years.
Okay.
Right? Because one payment extra gives you, I think it takes you down to like 18, right? One extra payment? No. It's
No,
more than that.
22.
22. So with 3, you're probably close to 15.
Close to 15. Now, my concern with this house, or not my concern, is that I know over the next 15 years that house is going to be worth $250 at one time, and it's going to be worth $100 at one time.
Because it only matters when you sell or
Right.
refinance.
But I'm not buying it for the equity position. What I'm doing is I'm buying it using $30,000 of my money and having a tenant pay the bank the other $120,000, not out of my pocket. It's the tenant paying it.
That's an arbitrage.
I get the write-off. They pay the house off for me. And then in 15 years, when I'm 42,
You got cash flow. Whoa, hold on now. That means I'm only 22.
yeah, I have cash flow every single month to help me with my retirement. Now, I don't know any other scenario that can help you with that. I mean, if you guys want to know more about this scenario, I just did it, and I do it for myself all the time, and I help people with it. Call us at 733-59.
Yeah, we just had a caller hang up.
What is it?
733 KXNT
5968.
733-5968. Let's talk about getting into the investment market right now, because even though prices have risen the last couple of years, it's still profitable to get an investment property and have that sucker paid off. Just like you said earlier, owning a home is the American dream, Aaron. A lot of people can't think 30 years down the road. They don't know what it's going to be like when they're 60 years old, 70 years old. I did reverse mortgages nationwide, and I talked to hundreds of people who were in their 60s and 70s. Guess what their biggest asset was?
Their house.
Their house.
Right.
That they paid off. And now that helped them either moved with their children, and they had a big chunk of change. So that's the point we're trying to make, folks. If you're listening right now and you're not sure about getting into the real estate market, and you don't know where to start, give us a call in the office, 577-2600. We're going to take the time and educate you so you fully understand what to expect, how much money out of your pocket. And then Aaron's going to sit down with you. He's going to show you what's going on. You're going to come into his office. He's going to break out all the computers and show you what's reality, and make you a home owner, hopefully.
If you put 20% down on a house that's $150,000, that's $30,000.
Right. Now we're talking investments.
Right, investment
property.
And you put $30,000 in a bank for 15 years.
You're going to get
what do you
negative.
Think, what do you think now? What do you think that 30,000 will grow into?
Nothing.
If you just took a guess, it's going to grow into something over 15 years.
The way the Fed funds rate right now is the prime rate's so low, it actually hurts savers. The way the market's set up, they want that money into the stock market, right? Aaron and we're saying, hey, we don't want you to gamble and speculate in the stock market. We want you to buy an asset that you can drive by and see. It's not going to evaporate from your account, right? We're not saying that, not being diversified with your portfolio, is a wise thing to do. Real estate holdings is a valid portfolio to have, right?
Tangible.
It's tangible.
And the thing about that 30,000 that's sitting in your bank in 15 years, okay, let's say it's worth 50. I mean, let's just say it is, or whatever, 40,
Okay.
whatever.
All right, 40.
Well, let's say it's worth $40,000. Well, that $40,000 ain't bringing you $1,100 a month.
No, because guess what? If you need that money, it just gets spent, and that's it.
Right. But if you put that $30,000 on an investment house at 15 years,
you know what that's called? Cash flow, baby.
Yeah, baby. And I'll tell you what, people forget. You better start looking 15 years down the road, because you better look back 15 years and go, oh, that's what happened. And you better look ahead in 15 years, because it goes by like that.
So there's a good scenario. You get an investment property with Aaron Taylor. You pay it off in 15 years. Maybe you get 2 investment properties. Maybe you buy one this year. You get it set up. You get experience. They get the renters in there. And then the next year comes around. You buy another property. Guess what? 15 years comes by. They're maybe in their late 50s. They may even be approaching 60s. Now, guess what? They're eligible for Social Security, right? So they're going to get some money from that. And they have 2 or 3 properties that are paid off.
That are giving you some rental income.
And now you're living a comfortable lifestyle. You don't have to worry about the big corporations' pensions not paying off. People always need to live somewhere. They're going to have to pay for housing.
And that rent in 04, that house rented for probably $1,200. In 08, it probably rented for $1,000. And now it rents for $11. They don't fluctuate that much. Not like
so you're not going to see a huge swing. Like
not in rents. No, they don't. People always will need a place to live.
Right.
Period. So
So
need
it's-
dwelling.
It's a smart move to get in. We're not saying, and we're not talking about speculating here. We're not talking about buying. And now some people do have a career out of that, right, Aaron? I mean, you've done your fair share of flipping. I've flipped some properties myself. It does take a lot of work, but at the end of the day, once you flip that property and you have your profit, that profit's not making any more money for you.
You got to spend it and buy something else.
Yeah, so it's almost a no-brainer.
I get excited when I buy a property that I like and fix it up. And it's so nice when you have a great tenant. I had a property. Her name was Jeannie Skremke. That was her name. I bought a house, 5234 Royal Brook Court. Still remember the house. I bought it on a 15-year note. Now, when I bought that house, the interest rate was 5 3/4. I paid $110,000 for the house on 15 years. She paid $1,050 a month rent, which covered the note. Do you know that she stayed there for 15 years?
God bless
She
her.
never wanted to own a house. Now, the only thing I could say
The real
is
estate guy couldn't invent.
she
convince
paid the
her?
house off for me. She didn't want to own.
there
She
you go.
She didn't want to move. I mean, does it get better than that?
And there's a lot of people out there like that just don't want the hassle. And that's kind of what we do. So we're going to cut to a quick break here. You're listening to Real Estate Live on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron
the
Taylor.
most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
Get into your new home faster with the help of Linear Title Las Vegas. Linear's innovative technology and superior customer service add value to every purchase, short sale, and REO transaction. From clearing title to coordinating closings, they streamline the closing process with their industry-leading cost savings accuracy and turnaround times. Learn more about how they can help you quickly get into your new home. Call them at 702-749-1052 to speak to one of their friendly associates or visit them at lineartitle.com. Linear Title and Closing, helping you make the right move since 2005.
Okay, forest animals, today is a new day. Kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow.
Yes?
Have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. Okay, River.
Dude.
How's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man. Perfect for a little riverside shoeless relaxation.
Ah, good. Owl, you here? Course. Who's asking? I am. Look, you know the drill. Sleep during the day, scare the kids at night. Perfect. I love my job. Oak Tree?
What's up?
Still in the same place I left you last year. That's what I like. Consistency.
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere for the next couple hundred years.
I know. I love it. Turtle. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. You'd think he would have learned by now to leave the night before our meetings. Okay. Squirrel. Has anybody seen Mr. Squirrel?
The forest has been preparing just for you. Visit a forest near you today. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
News Talk 840 AM KXNT, where Las Vegas is heard. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
All right, we're back with Real Estate Live, News Talk 840 AM, KXNT. Give us a call in the studio, 733-5968, 733-KXNT. Or if you want to book that mortgage tune-up or sit down with Aaron Taylor and look at properties, sell your properties, do a short sale, give us a call. We have people standing by right now. We're getting lots of calls, 577-2600. 577-2600. We have people standing by right now to take your calls to book those appointments. Don't be shy. We talked earlier about investment properties. We talked a little bit about some new TRID disclosures. We really didn't talk about TRID. It's really nothing to talk about until we get further into it. Exactly. Yeah, you know what? I wish I was able to snore, but it does take longer for me to work on a file with that right now. So unfortunately,
Mark, you like that, Mark.
Unfortunately, TRID is a factor which may extend closing dates out there. So basically, in a nutshell, it requires the lender to prepare the HUD, which is now called the closing disclosure statement. And ultimately, instead of the title company and lenders going back and forth, the lender is going to complete that closing disclosure. And there's no more HUD 1. And so what's going to happen is the borrowers need at least 3 extra days to review the loan docs prior to signing, which I think is a good thing, Aaron. I mean, you've probably had people come to the closing table before at the final hour, and it's thousands of dollars off. And I mean, it happens.
Well,
right?
you know, it's so very far and few. I mean, when you get good lenders like yourselves that do it correctly,
right,
and they're informed along the way, and they know, because you give them a good faith, they know what's going on. If you explain it correctly, TRID's not going to make a difference to us. It's going to delay it 3 days,
right?
But big deal. I mean, just, you know, educate your client, and even for your realtors out there, remember this: educate them. That's A-Town talking.
Aaron.
Aaron. Educate your buyers and give them the process. Even if you're not doing the loan, explain to them the process so they know. Then you use a good lender like Nova Home Loans, and they're gonna go over the numbers with the client so there's no surprises. That's the bottom line.
Speaking of numbers, I know we want to talk about your website. We have a website too, but we don't have any testimonials.
We have a groovy one.
We have homeloansforvegas.com. If you don't want to call in, you just want to apply online, homeloansforvegas.com. Aaron, tell me about your website. You have something new on there.
Yeah, our website's pretty cool. First of all, the website is AaronTaylorTheRealEstateGuy.com. So AaronTaylorTheRealEstateGuy.com. That's right, little Poppy? Aaron Taylor, TheRealEstateGuy.com. And what's nice about our website is before we buy anything, me or my wife, whether we go to a restaurant or buy like this fireplace we just bought for outside, we always check people's reviews. I think that's so important because I want to know what people say.
You're a review junkie like myself.
Oh, I'm big time. I always read the reviews. But the only thing I don't like about the reviews is I don't know who wrote them.
I look for the negative ones first.
Yep. Well,
and then that tells me, you know what? That's a petty negative. I look for the petty negatives.
Well, you can't make everybody happy. It's impossible.
Well, you have to figure out what's petty. Is it a real negative, or is it petty? Like, oh, they didn't smile at me when I walked in the door. I mean, those ones, it's not as important for quality, like a fireplace, for example. But go ahead, expand.
So when you go on my website, AaronTaylorTheRealEstate.com, I'm really big on videos. So right there on the page, boom,
bam.
There's Todd, his wife, and the little baby. You just click on it. And it's the last couple parties, and it's people, real life, reality, telling you about myself, my company, and how we took care of them. It's not scripted. I didn't tell them what to say. And it's people, it's hundreds of people that love us and know that we care about them.
So basically what Aaron's saying is we want you to visit his website so you could just see the live dynamic, right? The video. And we want you to go visit Aaron's website. We want you to check out those testimonials because that's kind of a barometer of how people are treated in your organization.
That's what makes us different. Now, something else we just put on the website. If you go to Little Poppy, where do you go to on the website? Because I know we're going to have a little Santa Claus going across, but what do we go to?
It's going to be under services, so it's going to be there at the bottom. It's called the
Holiday Wish Program.
Yeah, and it's a contribution page. So it's a contribution page, and they can fill it out and do cash donations or volunteer.
Right. Now, what's great about this Holiday Wish program, and I know we're only in October. By the way, folks, can you believe
Oktoberfest
that there's already pumpkin patches and it's almost Halloween and the holidays are upon us? I'm excited. I love the holidays.
My garden
I can't
is
believe it.
producing a bountiful watermelons and pumpkins right now.
Oh, that's awesome. I think it's exciting. But go to the website, Aaron Taylor, therealestateguy.com, and go to services, and you're going to see the Holiday Wish program. And in a couple days, it'll be even easier to find. And what we do is we buy toys for all the families in December that are at Las Vegas Rescue Mission. Because Las Vegas Rescue Mission, the families that move into that shelter, they're homeless. There's tons of kids, and they get overlooked by every other charity. You know, the radio guy that's sitting there on top of the world collecting toys and all these other places. Well, that's fine. I think a lot of them go to local places, but these people don't get their share of that stuff. They get overlooked. So for years now, we purchase toys for all those families, and we bring them in person, which is great. So when you go to the website, you can just donate money. You can actually buy toys and bring the toys, or you could attend in person and you can give the toys to the family right in front of you. I'll tell you, the experience for your children is amazing. It really is. So go to Aaron Taylor, therealestateguy.com. Under services, you'll see the Holiday Wish program. We'd love for you to fill it out. Check out the reviews too on our clients and see what a great job we do for people that are doing short sales, our buyers, or our traditional sales and our marketing program. We'd love to hear from you. And if you don't have a real estate agent that you would use or refer business to, go to the website, Aaron Taylor, therealestateguy.com, and fill out the form and just say, hey, I'd like to have monthly updates or items of value, and just, keep informed of what's going on in the real estate market, and you'll be one of our preferred clients.
Speaking of giving back to the community, Nova Home Loans does a lot of charitable work. Our corporate office is located in Tucson, Arizona, and one of the bigwigs, one of the VPs up there, he actually grew up in a Boys and Girls Club. And so once a month here in Vegas, they have it ingrained in our culture that we do a pizza party at the Boys and Girls Club. I've gone to one of them. A lot of the other loan officers in our office will go there, and we sponsor a pizza party for someone's birthday once a month. So it's really important to give back to the community, especially for those who are less fortunate. Heck, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Nova Home Loans is sponsoring a bowl game in Arizona.
We were talking about that earlier.
And one of the things is we actually have to donate proceeds. I know there's some type of if you go to Facebook and look up Nova Home Loans, it's on there. It tells you, but they actually have to donate money to get that sponsorship. So that's a big thing. And if you guys are creating experiences for people, Aaron, that's special.
Yeah, we're going to do, and actually Dustin was telling me and yourself that you're going to do that with me this year. You're going to participate
absolutely
in our Holiday Wish program. So we're very excited about that. Now, I do want to talk about one more thing because we don't have much time.
And I want to talk about refinances, so hurry up.
Okay, this is quick. Homecoming is tonight, and my kids have homecoming, and there are buses going to this homecoming party, and all these kids are coming to my house tonight. So I want to let the parents know that are listening. If your kid is coming to my house tonight, and you know what high school I'm talking about, I'm not going to say it on the air, Bishop Gorman. I'm not going to say it. But if those kids come to my house tonight, they do not bring alcohol in my house.
Of course not.
In my backyard.
Big trouble.
None of that stuff. You're going to get in big trouble.
Big trouble.
Know right now that will be monitored. We're going to have a great time.
That is not acceptable.
DJ food. And I'm stupid for doing this probably.
No, the kids are going to be able to dance.
It's going to be
have
crazy.
A good time, and they're going to laugh at you because you're a big ham.
Well,
right? You're gonna
I got
moonwalk.
my older kids watching what's going on.
They're going to moonwalk. You're going to get in there and do the Cupid shuffle.
I'm going to eat the tacos. That's for sure. So let's talk about refinance.
So really, yeah, because we're going to close out. So
let's go.
So again, right now is the time to refinance. I'm not just saying that because we say that every week, but literally,
the rates are great.
Interest rates have come down to a point to where it's worth it, right? So if you want to go to homeloansforvegas.com and fill out our web application, We will review your documents and put together some proposals and scenarios for you. Or if you just want us to take a look at it, just give us a call at 577-2600. We're going to cut to a quick break here.
Oh, Mimi Taylor, we going to a break?
Give us a call at 733-5968. You're listening to News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
KXNT Talk Radio 840 AM has your presidential debate from start to finish. Plus, pre- and post-debate discussion with local leaders and hosts Heidi Harris and Alan Stock. Tuesday from 5 to 9 p.m., sponsored by the 18th Annual Bauer Golf Tournament at Wild Horse Golf Course.
If you need to sell your house,
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
the most experience around.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
The real estate guy.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
It takes a whole lot more than a fancy yard sign. If you want to sell your house, call the real estate guy. Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE.
Packers,
Vikings,
Red State,
Blue State. We come from different places.
Uptown,
Downtown. We come to different conclusions.
half empty,
Half full. But no matter how different we are, we're all connected and we can all make a difference. That's why United Way brings people, expertise, and resources together to improve the education, income, and health of our communities. The building blocks for a better life. When we live united, our efforts, magnified by others, add up to real change. Children succeed in school, families gain financial stability, the health of our neighbors improves, and suddenly, so do our communities. But real change won't happen without you.
Live United.
So let's look beyond our differences.
Live United.
One by one, let's make a difference. Let's reach out a hand to one and influence the condition of all.
Live United.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Sign up today at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Russo's Pizza Kitchen on Rainbow and Tropicana presents an authentic Italian restaurant where you and your kids can make their own pizza. That's right. You can have your next birthday party at Russo's Pizza Kitchen, and the kids can make their own pizza at your table. Chef Tony Russo sets the bar high, cooking some of the best Italian food at an affordable price. Russo's Pizza Kitchen specializes in all kinds of Italian dishes, from their legendary calzones to the rich cannoli desserts. Chef Russo can also get daring in the kitchen with a half calzone and half pizza hybrid. Russo's Pizza Kitchen has a neighborhood feel, so you can wear your comfy casual clothes and bring your whole family. Russo's Pizza Kitchen has a great daily $4.95 pizza and soda lunch special and uses only the best, freshest ingredients. Mention Vegas Nonstop and get a complimentary soda. That's Russo's Pizza Kitchen, Rainbow and Tropicana. Visit their website at russospizzakitchenlasvegas.com or call 702-489-4444. That's 489-4444. Russo's Pizza Kitchen at Rainbow and Tropicana.
Get your information while it's happening. We're the only station saying what you're thinking. This is News Talk 840 KXNT. You're listening to Real Estate Live with Dustin DeHart of Nova Home Loans on News Talk 840 AM KXNT.
Woo! Welcome back, everybody, to Real Estate Live on KXNT 840 AM Talk Radio. I'm Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. The guys, what?
The guy that promo where it says we say what's on your mind. That's you.
Yeah, that is me. Just say what's on your mind.
Don't be a Richard. I mean,
don't be a dick. Anyways. And that's Dennis next to me with Nova Home Loans, the voice of reason. And Mark, our producer. We love all his little voices and things he does. You got another one for us?
He's talented.
Yep. And little Poppy's in the house, off the couch.
So we have to give something away here, Aaron.
Let's do it.
Can we get a drum roll?
I think I know who the winner is. You know who the winner is.
I'm here.
Let's do it. $100 Fleming card going to
Hamilton.
Hamilton, baby. Give us a call right now.
He actually already booked his appointment, so he's money.
Oh, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Congratulations. $100 to Fleming's Restaurant, which is fantastic.
Get yourself a Macallan and a steak and bring a little hottie next, or your wife or fiance or whatnot.
I think, Hamilton, you're going to have a great time at Fleming's Restaurant. $100 should get you and your bride a nice meal and a couple cocktails if so desired. I think you'll really have a good time, man. We appreciate your call, and we appreciate every single person who called today the real estate agents, Cindy and Tom, we appreciate you that called and gave us some valuable information about calling the insurance company.
Yeah, that was great.
That was really good
Appreciate
stuff. I'm going to do that right away. And we've talked about interest rates, right?
Yeah, we talked. They're low, right? And Yellen spoke last couple months. Actually, I read some articles. They were talking about a negative rate. I don't know if that's reality here in America. I hope that's not the case because that's not good.
Yeah.
But the bond market has been favorable the last couple of weeks. And so if you call us up, we can at least lock you in for 30 to 45 days while we work on your file, at least, pull the comps and stuff. So it's really a good idea to give us a call at 577-2600 to book that appointment for your mortgage tune-up.
Great time to get a mortgage tune-up if you're looking to buying or selling or doing a short sell. Remember, free move. You heard it here first.
That's awesome.
We give you a free move. If you're doing a short sale, we provide free attorney representation.
Mm-hmm.
We guarantee cash back of some type, even if you don't get relocation money. And we'll give you a free local move. We've done thousands of short sales. We got it down pat. I think our system is probably number one in the entire state.
So bottom line, you're working with a group of professionals who number one have the experience, right? Who care. Okay. We're going above and beyond. We're doing this radio show every Saturday to basically get the word out to people that are listening that, hey, there's hundreds of thousands of listeners out there, millions of listeners, and we want to help you. We want to hear your scenarios. Even if you just want to call and talk about your property, you got the office number, 577-2600.
Can't call us in the studio
You
anymore.
can't. I mean, the
Couple
studio,
minutes left.
we're gonna be signing out here shortly, but Aaron, next week is gonna be big, right? Because we're gonna have more discussion on Real Estate Live TV
reality show. Real Estate Live